Welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
What's up, everybody? Hello, welcome in, welcome in. It is episode 356 of the Xbox Drive. I am one of your hosts here tonight, Fiona, also known by Fee. I hope you guys had a fantastic week because I'm super excited to be sitting with three of my favorite people, starting off with Bowser.
You mean two of your favorite people and then Mitch, right?
And that's what I was waiting for that. I was like, just come on, just throw it out there.
You know what? I decided that I was gonna try to like flip over a new leaf. I was gonna try to be nice, but you know what?
No.
Cat's out of the bag. Two of my favorite
Cat's out of the bag, still hate
Good
Mitch.
effort.
All right. Love it.
Bowser, how's it going?
It's wonderful. It's Friday the 13th, so...
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. No, I hate it.
Oh, yeah. We're here with the creepiness. And
His name's
That's
Mitch.
me as
That's
well.
Mean.
it is.
That's mean.
That's, yeah.
He's
Mitch,
nice.
Mitch, how's it going?
I'm fine, just trying to avoid creepiness, apparently, but failing miserably, so it's all good.
Creepiness.
The weekend's here. I'm talking to you guys. What else is awesome?
It's true. Awesome. And Sean.
I'm doing okay. I will talk about my feelings in just a second. I think I've discovered something new about this show. Fiona, you do a wonderful job asking us how we're doing, and we state the day of the week. This might be worse than everybody telling us about the weather. I think this might get under my skin a little bit more. It's like, how you doing? It's Friday. No kidding. No kidding, Mitch.
You know,
and you
it's
can go
actually
take care of your dogs.
not Friday. It's St. Patrick's Day in Australia where Folia's at.
Happy
so.
St. Patrick's Day, Fulia, and everybody in Australia. We don't know how time works around here. It's impossible to know. Anyway, I'm doing great. I want to be in sweater weather. Speaking of weather,
Oh, yeah.
so I want to be like cozy in the sweater. I'm currently sweating. My cheeks are shiny. I've got a little glow going on around here. We'll see how this works out, you guys. But I'm instantly regretting. As soon as I turn these lights on, I'm like, oh, that might be a little much. Otherwise, I'm a happy guy.
I feel like you're just like taking in like what essentially like all the girlies like to do at like the second that September 1st hits and you want to get like a pumpkin spice latte and the girlies are just like, I need to get my cardigan, my brown boots, and my pumpkin spice latte.
My brown boots.
My brown boots.
I wish I had
Get
some
your
sort of like
Uggs.
seasonal turnover kind of thing like that. Like that sounds nice. I feel like I'd be in for that. I
It's
wear the
great.
same thing all year round.
I'm not a PSL girly, but I definitely like the like caramel apple stuff that like you can get at different
nice.
like cafes and stuff like that. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
pumped. This is my season, so I'm living for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
really excited.
I'm just waiting for it not to be 100 degrees in Phoenix. We're almost there.
Is it
Yeah.
always? Isn't it always 100 degrees there?
So we broke, it's pretty much, we broke a record this summer for 108 days straight of over 100 degrees.
Nice.
So, yeah. And it's about to be, no joke, like all of a sudden it's going to go from like 100 to like 80. And I can't wait.
Okay, I before we get off the topic of weather, and I apologize, Sean, because I know you could essentially say everyone in like 100-degree weather was dying. I know. I was just I don't know what that's like. 100-degree weather seems crazy.
You stay inside. You don't go outside. You stay indoors. You stay where there's air conditioning. You do indoor activities.
Nothing. Okay, that
Well,
sounds.
that's what we do in the winter,
I
I
was going to
guess.
say.
Exactly.
I mean,
and guess
yeah,
what? In
I
the
guess
wintertime,
so.
I'm outside, shorts and a t-shirt, hanging out in the backyard, watching football. Oh, it's great.
Weird.
It's good times.
That's fair. Well, I'm really happy that we got talking about like the day of the week and the weather out of the way to
Yeah,
really.
we got all that
100%.
sorted.
I'm so happy we got that sorted. Do you know
Any
what
other
else?
objective truths you guys want to discuss?
The sky's blue.
Yeah, exactly.
What else?
Water's
you know
still
what? I'll
boiling
bite my
at
tongue
100
about what I was going
degrees.
to say about Sony. I'll bite my tongue right now. It's okay.
Oh,
Objective truths.
snap.
Oh
You know,
my
it's
goodness.
funny, Mitch, that you say that. I would love to do, it's on my whiteboard over here. I'd love to do a crossover event. Like with the Xbox Drive and PlayStation Drive. I'd love for us to do like just an 8-person podcast. Why
That's
not?
insanity.
Let's do it. Dude, it's coming. The end of the year stuff, like that's usually what we save it for, but
Right.
that'd be kind of fun. Have a little crossover. Almost
I thought you
like
meant we could do like a takeover where the 4 of us just host the PlayStation Drive.
What if we
And they
bullied
host
them off
this
the
one.
show? They started the show and we're like,
We
shut up.
rotate.
And we
Like
just-
it's like
Yeah.
we go to the Nintendo Drive and the Nintendo Drive goes
Yeah,
to
like
the
a punk
PlayStation
band.
Drive. Yeah, just
Yeah.
Why not?
like
Mix it up a
sometimes
little
I'm
bit.
playing bass, sometimes I'm on drums. Just switch it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, we'll figure it out.
Shout out to anybody who's old like me who remembers back in the day the Marvel and DC crossovers. They had like Superman fighting Wolverine and stuff, crazy stuff like that. It was good times. And that's what I
How
want
do
to
you
do with
agree
Carpool.
who wins? Like, how does that happen?
I don't think it was a satisfying ending. I don't think it was really great, but anyway. Good to talk to you guys. Fee, how are you? I was in Halifax for a couple hours this week.
Man,
That was fun.
It was a nice week.
Yeah, it
Guys,
was nice.
Guys, I have a confession to make though. I had a training class this week, and guess what? I didn't do this morning. Woke up on time. I woke 15 minutes, like 15 minutes after when my starting time was, and I've just been rattled ever since. So other than that, I've been doing pretty great. 10 out of
Nice.
10.
Nice.
Did your training class
I just read an
leave?
awful comment in the chat. Jake, you're banned. You're never coming back. Jake, not okay. Not okay.
Yeah,
I'm going dad mode on you. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm like, is that real? Like that?
Saw
they
it.
really
I was
said
trying
that?
Yeah,
to
I think
figure
that's
out-
what
I don't
kind of
think
threw
I
me
got
off.
Matt
And I was
moderator stuff over there, so
Yeah, gone.
couldn't
Yeah.
do anything.
good.
I missed it. I'll find out what it was later.
I don't think you need to know.
You don't need to know. Yeah, we
Oh.
don't do that around here.
No,
Oh, okay.
man.
No.
Cool.
But yeah.
Anyway, hi to everybody else.
Hi to
Hi.
everyone else.
And
We
shout
love
out to
you.
Halifax. Halifax is like you're like very modest. Halifax is like the greatest city.
It's
It
pretty
is
rad.
so beautiful. It's so great. I loved it.
Yeah, everyone likes to make fun of us because we're in a time zone that apparently doesn't exist to many.
Yeah, that was
And,
confusing.
Yeah, welcome to Atlantic Standard. Yeah, no, I really like my city. It's very nice. The transit's horrendous, but everything else is great. Love it.
And you
10 out-
guys got tolls over there and paying for every bridge I got to cross. Like, what the heck?
I
We got
mean,
oil paying for stuff over here in Alberta. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
we have tolls.
Yeah,
and
toll booth Willie. Every
Yep.
every other minute.
So everybody who works the bridge is Toll Booth Willie?
Yep.
Everyone? Okay, got it.
Yeah, they're like cash only. We don't even take debit or tap or nothing. It's like, holy crap. Other than that, beautiful city.
Other than the bridges.
Let's just.
I
go
love the
there.
bridges. We talked about
Let's have-
bridges on stream this week.
CPG
Yeah, we did.
Con in Halifax.
Yeah, just come here.
Yeah,
Come
That'd
here.
be great.
I will make everyone baked goods. I'll make you guys chocolate chip
Baked
cheesecake
goods.
cupcakes and cookies.
Yes.
I love,
love baked
baking,
goods.
and I just don't have people to bake for. So, if y'all want
All
baked
right.
goods,
Going to Halifax.
go into Halifax. Woo!
I
Get
love
the
it.
car.
Get in the car, everybody. Come on over.
Yeah,
There you
Fulia
go.
in the chat says, Lisa Noah says you're months ahead. We're gonna get there, Fulia. Don't you worry about that. And everyone who listens on Australia, Atlantic Canada, you guys are getting the next who knows what time it is in
That's true.
Halifax.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we just have a lot of water. The ocean. We have a staircase
beautiful.
that goes into the ocean, which
That's
is very
awesome.
interesting.
What's water? I don't know what that is. Where what is water?
Well,
So
there you
different.
go.
Yep.
Cupcakes.
Bowser in the chat says cupcakes.
Ribo started it. He's like, hang on, there's cupcakes.
Right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Bowser in the chat.
Bowser in the chat.
Wow. Bowser,
Oh yeah,
you're
we're
like in
live
two
on
places.
Twitch too. That's crazy.
Oh,
We're live like everywhere right
Because
now.
it's September.
yeah.
Sub.
Everybody
September.
ought to give us their Prime sub if they have one.
It's September.
Who doesn't have Prime? Everybody's got
I know.
Amazon Prime.
Everybody's got Prime.
Got Amazon Prime, free sub, twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live. Did we just accidentally wander into the housekeeping? Did we
I think
just do the
so.
thing?
I think she snuck in.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
we like held the door open to like grab our suitcase and pull it in, and she just
Girly.
Say, whoop.
snuck
See,
right
like
in.
snuck all in. Yep.
They're already
100%.
spraying stuff down. Okay, who does the housekeeping? Is it me? Do I do the housekeeping around here?
That is you that does
September is
housekeeping.
here. Yes, September. We're on the road to Extra Life. Every single sub, all the stuff you guys do, but especially The Twitch subs have been helping us a ton. We need couches for Extra Life, okay? We need couches. We need a place to sit. We need a place to host everybody. Everything that you guys do over there has supported directly to Extra Life 2024. We're going to be in Rome, New York, or surrounding area. It's very confusing, but we're very excited about that. Thank you guys so much for that. September continues. Bowser, we've been live every day on Twitch this month. Every single day.
Every day.
On Twitch. That's unbelievable.
We're still
You guys,
going
me?
strong.
Yeah, we're
crazy.
trying to be.
We're trying
it
to be
takes
like
12 of
Mecha
us to match you.
To be live every day? Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, all the support on Patreon, which I can't believe every single week we seem to be thanking someone or welcoming somebody in. I want to say thank you to Casey Pratt for joining as a free member, and also for your brother voicing all the video game characters and movies. Clearly, this is Chris Pratt's sister. Thank you to
100%.
Hot Gamer Boy Summer for joining as a free member and for adding to the ongoing list of great names here at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. And of course, our friend Solo, thank you for upgrading to the Platinum Producer tier. Unbelievable. We've sent you a link to redeem your free gift. You get a free mug with artwork designed by none other than The Fee. Is very nice. Very nice mug. I love seeing that. As I said, all of your support directly fuels our Extra Life efforts. We're going to have at least 7 hosts there. There's 12 of us, at least 7 we've got saying thumbs
That's
up.
more than
It's gonna be-
50%.
It's
Sorry, guys.
pretty great. Mitch will not be there.
No. Thanks for just throwing that out there. Yeah, I won't be. Sorry. Weddings
Oh,
suck.
man.
My bad.
Still
Not
waiting
only
for
that, you
someone
guys.
else to give me the thumbs up here.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting on... Yeah, pressure fee. Pressure, I wasn't
Hold on a
going
minute.
to.
She hasn't
Peer
confirmed,
pressure.
yes or no?
She's giving us the, like, come see, come saw kind
What's
of thing.
this about?
Yeah.
What's
you doing?
this?
What's you doing, Fee?
Come see, come saw. You know?
No.
She's just shrugging.
No, we're not doing this. No.
All right, well, we'll divert the attention back to those who are joining the free members. Casey Pratt and Hot Gamer Boy Summer, the challenge is on for you. You cannot get through all of that free content. It's impossible. There's too much, but you can go ahead and try. Nobody's done it yet. It's like Mount Everest that nobody got to the top of. Just a bunch of frozen dead bodies there. Just giving it their best, Mitch.
It should be like a challenge, right? Like if you actually do get through all the free content, we give you a shirt that's like, I got through all this content and didn't
Yeah,
pay
it's like
for
the
it.
when you get
We
all the
gotta quiz
pancakes.
them though. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
there's some
okay.
deep lore
There is deep
on the
lore.
carpool backlog.
There
We
is.
We gotta
know
make a
it.
shirt though. It's like a shirt when you have like a food challenge, like
Yeah.
I survived 7 days and I got through all of the content for free.
that'd be
We gotta make
great.
that shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to ship them a bunch of medical supplies while they do it as well. Tensor bandages and band-aids and stuff. Heat pads.
It's the dude who stayed up for all those days in a row. He's just like eyes are just done. He's like, can't
Just
do
gauze.
it.
Just
Yeah.
whatever we can think of, definitely.
100%.
Thank you,
We'll be
Casey
good.
Pratt, Hot Gamer Boy Summer, and Solo for your support on patreon.com. It is incredible. There's so much content, as we've mentioned. What did we just put out? The Real Carpool Gaming podcast that could be about literally anything for patrons podcast, starring me and Nagachaka from the PlayStation Drive. We just have a nice little sit-down chat. And Seth is going to be up on the Pants Patreon podcast for patrons podcast. That's our AMA, our Ask Me Anything. And Seth is always a special little treat. That's Seth. Equally as special as everybody else at Carpool Gaming. Nobody stands out, of course. And I think that might be it. Oh, I missed one thing. Since we are in the middle of September, we are thanking everybody who gifts subs 5 or more. If you've gifted 5 or more, you get a nice little thank you here. So thank you, BobLoblaw, for your 10 gifted subs. Tim Paullin gets 2 because I messed up. Tony Baker also has gifted 5 subs. Yon32 gifted 5 subs, and Brian Reese gifted 5 subs. Thank you guys so much. And Brian Reese, of course, with an amazing, unbelievable, I can't describe it, crazy contribution towards our Extra Life efforts. Thank you, Brian Reese. And I think that's it. Get out of here, housekeeping lady.
No, you forgot one.
Mitch Power 1116 for gifting 5 subs on Twitch.
Did it just happen?
It just happened, yeah.
I gotta open up that window. Don't snap, Mitch Power.
You were just like going off, and I'm like, wonder if he'll actually be like, well, that's everybody, and just straight up
That's
not
it.
see the Twitch chat. It's
Yeah,
fine. Don't
I
worry
don't
about
see
it.
got
it. Doesn't
it.
show
I
up
got
in
you.
the StreamYard thing. I'm sorry,
Nope.
Mitch.
It's all good. Don't worry
It's
about
not helpful
Dang.
there.
Okay, well, I'll open
He's
that
Mitch
up now.
powering our dreams.
it. You're welcome. I'm powering you guys to get couches because I won't be there.
Yeah.
I just love how it's like. I love how it's like. What do you need? Couches. You have
We
no
need couches.
idea.
It's kind of important.
It's so
you're not-
important.
You're not sitting for 25 hours on some hard fold-up chair.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That'd be terrible.
That's what everyone else gets.
We need couches.
Yep,
That's true.
Not only that, and I joke about the couches. This has been a big thing coming. We're now going to have more couches than ever. We're going to be like an Apple conference when they're like, "It's the best iPhone ever," as if they would make a worse iPhone this
Correct.
year. Like the best battery life. Like this year's going to have worse battery life. We're doing that for couches. We're going to have more couches than we've ever had before. It's going to be
More
great.
seats and cushions than ever.
It's going to be incredible. But not only that, we're hosting a post-game day special little day on Monday. Game day Saturday, Sunday. We're not going home yet. We're going to stick around. More details on that coming very, very soon. So that's all the stuff that we need. We need a place for our hosts to stay. We need couches. We need a conference room at a hotel. It's going to be very fun. So the fun will continue. Rybo in the chat says, will the couches be plush? The couches will be plush.
Love
There
a
you
plush
go.
couch.
Thank you, Mitch, for that. I still haven't loaded up the Twitch actual feed here.
It's fine.
so
Don't worry about it.
I don't know if anybody else did it. Holy crap. Incredible. The end.
That show's over.
See you later.
We got
All we
we
did
got
was
subs. That's what we
advertise
came
it.
here for.
We
Bye.
talked about
No
the day
way.
of the week and advertised.
Yep. We talked about weather, climate,
Yep.
yeah,
And
we're
also
good.
what we talked about.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
She done.
Good job.
Can she leave?
Yeah, get out.
Okay, what do we do next? I don't remember.
I don't know.
P, what do we do next?
Guys, we talk about what we've been playing this week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Heck
yeah.
we did.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Finger snaps. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. You know what? Every single week, Bowser just brings some crazy game out of nowhere, and I want to know what Bowser's been playing this week.
I'm kind of all over the place. I played a fair bit of that Space Marine 2. In fact, I finished the campaign.
Oh,
How
Yeah.
long was it?
I don't know. That long?
Nice comms. That's nice comms. All right.
honestly, that's what most people think. Nobody's like sitting there with a stopwatch,
Yeah,
and how
I
long
don't
they're
know.
playing a game.
What even
I
is
like
time?
that. I like that answer.
Okay.
According to how long to beat 9 hours.
Okay.
Okay, that's not
Go on.
bad.
That's not bad. That's a typical shooter campaign. Most shooter campaigns aren't crazy long.
Yeah.
Oh.
But what's needed is when you first get started, one of the early missions, it pops up a message and says, hey, you're going to do something, and this other team is going to go do something else, like cause a distraction. If
Yep.
you want to see what they did, you can go to this other part later and play that. You get to play as them making the distract. So I did not do
Cool.
that yet. I just did, like, the main story. Me and my boy Titus were just running around shooting everybody and chainsaw blading them in the face and blood and guts flying everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so graphic. It looks beautiful on the Series X. Having a blast. So,
Oh. Can I jump in? Can I jump in
Oh,
here,
yeah,
Bowser?
do it,
Because
Sean.
we're both playing, and we're going to play again after the stream tonight here. I am totally with you. This is a game that was decided for me that I was going to be playing it. Everybody knows about our tournament bracket. We've done the tournament bracket. We've done deciding what to play next. This game was decided by the Royal Rumble, the WWE Royal Rumble back in January. We assigned a bunch of games to placements in the Royal Rumble. Number 15 happened to be Cody Rhodes, and he won the damn thing. And that game, that place was assigned to Space Marine 2, the one game I didn't own at the time. And so I've had to wait until now to fulfill the prophecy that was declared by the Royal Rumble, and I couldn't be happier about this. I've been very hyped about this for a long time, Bowser, like just kind of seeing this like Summer Game Fest or the Game Awards, various E3 type kind of expeditions that we've seen. And it's like, this game looks incredible. I remember just like, I'd never heard of Space Marine before. Even there was one back in the 360 days, I think, maybe 2011. And I totally missed it because it seems like there's 6 trillion Warhammer games out there. Very difficult, I think, to keep track of them all. But like this one caught my attention because it looks like Gears of War. It's that
Yeah.
clunky, hulking, over the shoulder, like over the top action. It's space, it's sci-fi. There's a sword with a chainsaw on it, which is very Gears of War-esque, of course.
Very.
Right, and so like this has been on my radar. It got delayed out of 2023, now into 2024. Here we are. So I've been like very much anticipating this one. And so it's hard to come at it like objectively when you're just like, I can't wait to play this. There's this prophecy from the Royal Rumble and everything. But I'm happy to say that I've been having a blast with it. And basically from the moment you hit start, it's like, there's a lot. This is a sequel. Obviously, there's a first one. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't think you're really missing anything if you don't know a damn thing about Warhammer. All you need to know is there's bad guys and there's good guys. There's going to be some betrayal. You got some great guns. And then you just kind of go out and have fun. But like, which is where my expectations were. And then you jump in and it's like, you have all these different ways of attacking these hordes of enemies. And I had no idea that this was going to be hordes of enemies. This is running off of the same engine of World War Z, I think I heard. And you can see it. Just like thousands of monsters, basically like almost, what is it with all the insects and the shooting and the space, the movie?
Starship Troopers.
Thank you. Starship Troopers. Yes, just making sure you're all paying attention over there. Very much like that. And so you got all these sorts of amazing ways of crowd control. You throw your grenade into the middle of these guys and they all go flying, or you've got your chainsaw sword and you're bashing people around. You can do a little bit of a combo, and then you hold it down and it does some real damage, and you get guys damaged enough you can go up and execute them. You throw them up in the air with your sword and you slam them down, or you rip a part off of them and you stab it through their stupid monster face. And it's just like, I'm here for it, man. This is so over-the-top action. We've been talking a lot about cozy games here at Carpool Gaming lately. This isn't that. Not even a little bit. This is like the
This ain't Cat
spirit.
Quest?
This is the spirit of Doom. This is not. I'm not playing this with my daughter. Ellie's gonna have to wait a little while longer before she plays this kind of thing. But this is like, like I said, the DNA of Doom is here. Just how many demons, how many monsters, how many different kind of areas can you end up into that still makes it interesting. And that's the thing that really jumps out at me. It's like, there's not really a whole lot different level to level, right? You go in, a bunch of monsters come at you, you beat them down and you explode gas tanks around them and you do your combos and whatever else. But it's so satisfying, Bowser. Like, I'm just going, you're like, I don't know how long we're going to talk about this. I'm like, I could do 30
Sean's
minutes
gonna talk about it for an hour. It's fine.
You
can hop
do 30
into
minutes
the
on this.
Discord and go into the pictures of our games channel, and you'll see Sean and I doing side-by-side executions.
Yes!
It was beautiful.
It's like, and that's what is that? Like emergent gameplay, those moments. It's like, and it's built for that. You play in the single player, you have two other AI kind of comrades, and that's fine. I'm playing with Japanese voiceover for some reason, just because this game is so, good. I mean, it's over the top and it feels almost anime to me. And I just love it. I'm at the point now, Bowser, you'll know this, where traitors, there's something has happened. And it's like, okay, now we're real mad at these guys.
Oh,
so, yeah.
We get big mad.
I saw one article. The headline of the article was like Space Marine 2 is a basically 4K version of an Xbox 360 game in the best way possible.
Definitely. That's a good way to put it. And definitely add the best way possible.
It's like that era of like shooter, third person, very Gears-esque, but it's like crazy graphics, crazy hordes of enemies. And like I read that article and I was like, not upset with it. I was like, no, that's
not upset at all.
It's a linear experience. You're just going out, ripping and tearing.
Yep.
With or without friends.
Yep.
Right.
Having a blast. I will say this, in the very last mission, I started to notice a little bit of performance hiccups.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I started seeing it a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was on the last mission before I noticed it, so...
Honestly, it's so funny. Great. That almost reminds me, like, back in the day when you're playing, like, Mega Man on NES, and there's so much going on, and there's, like, slowdown. It's almost a good thing. We're just like... you know what I mean? Like,
room to think.
Basically. Right. Like, thank God it's so crazy. And also, like, kudos for the Series X for, like, holding up until this point. You know, because there is some games that will have slowdown. You're like, there's no excuse. It seems like it doesn't make any sense. The only time I've seen slowdown totally makes sense. There's 4 trillion enemies on this thing, and yeah, there's blood and guts going everywhere, and there's lighting effects and explosions. You look off into the distance, and it's just like an invasion. Like you look off, and there's just it's like Lord of the Rings almost. Remember like the battle scenes, and there's just endless hordes of enemies. That's what is in the game.
Yeah, and I will say when I noticed
crazy.
that was like the last mission area has a lot of like very long distance views.
Yes.
That footage we were just looking at there, it was kind of like in a courtyard where there's kind of walls defining where you're working here, but it's a pretty big area and there's stuff going on far away. So yeah, it makes total sense that look at that. That's crazy.
It is insane. You've got these like
there's swarms
blocks
everywhere.
Swarm is a good word. It's so great. It just seems like there's a giant war going on. That's a really hard thing to convey. Sometimes Call of Duty will get it, but when you step out and there's you and 2 of your best buds going off fighting enemies, and it just seems like there's this epic warfare going on. Like you're in it, man. It's so great. I love like just geeking out about a kind of a dumb action game, really. Like there's nothing deep in the well, I shouldn't talk about the lore because I don't know anything about the lore. It's just it is what it is, man. I just showed on the trailer. I forgot about this parry thing, Mitch. Enemies will attack you and they'll shine kind of like blue. It's way more forgiving than the parry system you've got over there in Elden Ring and whatever. But if you get it like somewhere in the window, guy's gonna be coming to attack you. You hit the L button or L bumper, left bumper. You'll grab that thing by the tail and slam it into the ground, or it'll open up like an execution for you. Like just a couple layers of depth that make it interesting, and it seems like you can kind of rattle off a couple combos and different approaches to handling these swarms of enemies, man.
I saw a TikTok earlier, and I don't know the name of the creator itself, but like he was just playing, and like you had mentioned, like the vast background of like what was going on, and it's probably going to turn into a meme. He literally just goes, because he was streaming with a green screen, he just goes, "That is art. That is art right there." He's like, "I want that on my wall, just playing on a loop. That is art right there." And he was just like, how awesome is this game? And somebody already green screen memed it, and I'm like, I can't wait for that to be now all over TikTok. But no, like that's really cool. Like, and it looks fun. I'm not opposed to playing it, but I got other stuff. But no, it looks good. It looks super good, man. It really does. And I'm also, how lucky are you to happen to get a game that's universally praised as awesome? Right? Yeah. You could have got a game that like
on that.
Yeah. Out of all the games. Yeah,
on the Royal Rumble. Well, I chose what was going on to the Royal Rumble. So I'm not like one of like these other carpool hosts show up doing their tournament bracket with games they don't want to play. I don't do that.
Everything was on mine. I want to play.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and you finished.
But I'm just saying you could have gotten a game that was supposed to be awesome and it was a dud. But no, you actually got a game. Yeah. It just happened. Good job, Cody Rhodes.
15 FPS and
exactly.
They took their time. Like they obviously extended this out, and it is.
It's just like, universally praised by everybody. I haven't heard one person be like, "This game sucks." Like not one person. Everybody's just kind of like, it's content rich. It's got a ton of stuff.
Yep.
Like no DLC that's like planned. Like all this stuff. It's a solid game from the start. It's not broken.
Yep.
They're just like, it's good. It doesn't suck. What do you want me to say? Like, there's no reason to wait.
Co-op campaign worked fine. We played a little bit.
Thank God. Thank God we can get games like this still.
Yep.
For old and that company like just do you think it's a company that like they're not under, I don't know who technically made the game, but do you think it's because they're not under some like huge umbrella of just like overlords? Like they kind of were like, you go do your thing. And they did their thing and they came out and it was just
sometimes those
awesome.
People that aren't under the big umbrella don't have the time because they don't have the money.
Sure.
You know? So it's kind
I think this one was like kind of like maybe like I said, they had enough money, they had the time. It was just like the perfect mix of everything. And now like you're right though, there's tons of people that don't know what Warhammer is at all, but at the same time they don't care. They just see what's happening in front of them.
This is the one.
I finished the story and my husband was sitting next to me. He's like, "What happened?" I was like, "Don't know, don't care.
Doesn't matter."
Everything.
There are very much games like that, and that is not a problem.
That's what happened.
Exactly. Yeah, it's interesting.
I won. That's what happened. They're dead. I'm not. Congratulations. I finished the game.
I think if you were to look at like how well received Warhammer games are in general, like I don't think anything really hits this level. I think they're like pretty good, You know, like this seems to be maybe one of the best, highest rated, whatever you want to call it, of the Warhammer games. But I've always wanted to go back to like Darktide and Vermintide and all these other things. But I'm talking too much. I'm thrilled with this damn game. Holy crap.
I think I've seen just Peachy in the chat, Queen Meteor. She's played Vermintide before. I've seen her stream that. And I think that one's first person. Yep. Whereas this one, yeah. So I mean, it's cool they have those different types of games though. Like I'm interested in seeing what happens now that more eyeballs are on this. It's just going to make the overall everything else better. So,
well, then it's confusing because it like Warhammer 40,000 or 40K is like the future, and then like regular Warhammer's like high fantasy kind of thing, like orcs and knights and stuff. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know anything, but yeah, doesn't matter.
Sounds like Final Fantasy, where everything's the same but not
exactly
not at all related. Whatever. I played some other games too.
Let's do that.
I don't remember. Did I play Pico Park before last week? Pico Park.
You did, but I don't know that you talked about it.
We didn't talk about it. It's pretty cool. Super fun game to play and to watch others play, which I've noticed here. Let's see what else. Then I spent some time on my PlayStation. Don't throw me off the show. I got the platinum trophy for one Astrobot. And of course, after I did that, by a couple days, this guy showed up.
Hey, that thing is cool looking.
Controller, yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna play with that now. And then just before we went live tonight, I played Walkabout Mini Golf.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a
VR.
Nice, yeah,
I was gonna say I have that in VR.
Yeah. That is like the best VR game ever created. You got to play it. I'm telling you.
It's really good. I like really the fact it's really, really good. It definitely has the easy factor because everybody knows how to pretend to swing a golf club, right?
Well,
it's not hard.
It's like you are doing that, right? You swing your controller like a golf club. And you can even buy golf club attachments for your controller.
That's incredible.
So
no
and
shot.
It's got weight to it.
So
it's
hefty.
Like really swinging a golf club. It is fantastic.
That's cool.
So you can blindly swing it around your family and friends.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I can get over the fact that it's a head and a hand.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all you see of the other players. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, just
and there's no moving around. You get teleported to where the ball is, so it's pretty easy on you.
But so each golf course, there's like an easy mode and a hard mode. On the easy mode, there will be 18 hidden golf balls, one at each hole that you have to find. And then once you find them, you can use them to play with. And then on hard mode, there'll be a series of clues you got to kind of follow, and you'll get a special club related to that level. So you do quite a bit of flying around to find those things.
I have played it. I have a Quest 2, and I just feel bad because, like, I have games for it. I have that Assassin's Creed game. I never even played it. It was just on sale, and I bought it. But, like, Walkabout and then Super Hot were the two games, and Beat Saber, of course. But, like, those games, like, Walkabout's definitely one that's, again, it's just universally... It's just accepted. It's easy. Nobody has to like think of controls.
You don't
it's
have to
just
tell people
look,
what to do.
swing, easy.
Yep.
That's like, I mean, it's equivalent of like, Wii Sports, right? It's just simple. And, the walking around part, like I said, the cool thing I like though is the teleport walking around. So that way people who could easily get motion sick don't, it's literally, you can just stand right there and just kind of look around and it's just super easy. But no, that's definitely one that I have on my Quest 2. I should play it more.
You should. Yeah, anytime they release new golf courses, I just buy them. Like, just take my money. They're all fantastic. Like, there's a course based on the movie Labyrinth.
Oh.
It is perfect.
wow.
Like, that's my favorite movie ever, and they did it completely perfect. They captured everything that you needed to make a Labyrinth course.
Ooh.
So, they have a lot of different types of courses, some related to popular IPs, so... If you have access to VR, this is the #1 game I will recommend to you.
It's also, they're not expensive either. They're not terribly.
No, it's like $2.99.
Yeah, they don't go nuts with the pricing on it.
2 full sets of 18 holes, 18 balls, and a club.
Whoa.
Well,
It's a lot of
Can you
balls.
play with friends? I'm a child.
Yes, and it's crossplay. So I was on my PSVR 2, and my two friends were on Meta Quest 2s.
Oh, you had it on. You were using PSVR.
Yep,
Oh, okay, cool.
because that's
Love
the
it.
controller I have the golf club adapter for. So
Ah,
and
I
my
see,
Quest
I see,
2
I see.
doesn't work anymore. So
Oh, that's cute.
rip.
Just
Yeah.
call
They
Zuckerberg.
got a
ask him.
mini golf course on Mars.
Yeah,
This is I need this. This is a
Yeah.
system seller.
Do you
It
have
is.
a VR headset at all, Sean?
I do not, but I
Well,
do
you
like
might.
mini golf.
it's worth it just for that.
mini golf is fun.
Mini golf is quite fun. Maybe one of those people can bring a VR headset and you can play some mini golf. Well, except for Bowser. Bowser's doesn't work. Figure it out.
My PSVR 2 works.
Yeah, no, you get to drag all that? You can drag all that, I guess.
I mean, I'm already going to take my PS5.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, you can just drag
have
everything.
like
I
a
just toss a headset in the
Trailer
car.
or something.
There you go.
Be fine.
Yeah.
She's gonna show up like a band. It's gonna be like a
Hold
band.
it
She's gonna
in
have a
one
trailer of
hand
everything.
The whole 6-hour ride there, even while driving the car.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get like I don't know how you're gonna store a PS5 anywhere. You're gonna have to
say.
get like a big trailer.
Yeah.
Take
Extra
up the whole
gas
Airbnb.
mileage.
Dang.
Gonna have to stop at truck stops to get weight.
Yeah, way in. It's huge. That thing is enormous.
It's a large item. Yes.
Yeah. Probably weighs exactly the same as the Series X, honestly.
I don't know if anybody saw the Series X. It's so heavy. You pick it up, it's so unassumingly heavy.
dense.
You pick it up, you're like, whoa, what is in this thing?
They're actually quite close to the same volume, the PS5 and the Series X.
I want to see.
It's just one's a brick. One's
Series X weighs 9.7 pounds.
It's so insane.
It's 10
It's
pounds.
It's too
that
wide
thing.
to pick up with one hand. I can pick up the PS5 with one hand. It's gonna have a
Oh,
little
now
grip
this one's
spring.
only giving me kilograms.
I just tried to pick up my Series X with one hand.
No.
I got my hand around it. It's just heavy. I'm weak. I
Confirmed.
haven't been to the gym in a minute.
Maybe if I stuck my fingers in the holes, maybe.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Sean's a child, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ.
PS5 weighs 9.9 pounds.
Ah.
So it is heavier. Yeah.
It is.
Boom.
Roasted. Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Good job. What are we playing?
Yeah, are we still in what you playing?
Yeah, we
so
are.
If anybody has VR and Walkabout Mini Golf and wants to go golfing with me, hit me up in the Discord.
There you go.
Nice.
That's it. That's
I'll
it
see if
for
I can
me.
get my
Done.
Quest 2
Bye.
charged up. See what I can do, Bowser. I streamed VR a couple times. That was wild.
Yeah.
That was a weird setup trying to get that set up, but I streamed Super Hot in VR, and Super Hot in VR
Oh.
is phenomenal.
Is it really?
It's
So
phenomenal.
fast, I would throw up.
Literally, I'm just sitting there shooting, and all of a sudden I see something come over my head right here. And I'm like,
crazy.
oh, okay. Like,
Oh, that
it's,
would be good.
it's awesome, dude. It's really awesome. It's good stuff.
Wow.
Fiona, you should try
Yep.
it.
I should try it. Yeah, I think that's a
Come
great
to Extra
idea.
Life and we'll play mini golf together. How about that?
Okay,
Make
I
it a
like
goal.
that idea. Super hot in VR. I don't think I will survive. It
Fiona just dies. Jesus.
Rest in peace.
Dies at Extra Life.
Oh my gosh. What was the cause of death? VR. Intense first person experience.
Super hot. Super hot.
They'd be like,
And
that-
the
that
hospital's
makes
like, what the
sense.
hell are you talking about?
Oh my goodness. Well, Bowser, is that everything you've played this week?
I think so. It's good enough, anyways.
You want?
We don't have enough time.
Oh my goodness. Well,
got
Mitch,
time.
yeah, you know what? No, Bowser, I want to know what else.
That's all I can remember.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I wrote in the sheet, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'll never be mad about all of us playing all the games we're playing. Like that's great. We should. That's what video game podcasts are about.
The rest of the stuff is all stuff I talked about before.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Yeah.
Daily.
I maybe played a match of that right before we went live.
Yeah.
Yep. See, exactly. Here we go.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mitch,
Yeah, what's up?
what have you been
Yeah, what do you
playing?
want?
Actually, you know what? I could probably take this
can I help
segment.
you?
Hi guys, my name's Mitch. I've been playing Apex
Go.
Legends.
Yes.
And
going.
it's just been fantastic. You know, I raged out a little bit. I streamed
Yep.
like usual. It's been pretty great.
New season of stuff.
New season, new stuff came out. You know, the really cool stuff came out. I've been
Yep.
playing with my community. We did some
Skins.
community games up. You know what? The skins are top notch, you know what I mean?
Battle
and
pass.
honestly, I love these keywords. Thank you, Sean, for feeding
battle
this
pass
in. Battle pass, just like shooting everything, just crazy stuff has
Playing
been going
with my
on.
boys on the weekend.
Oh yeah, just like
Oh,
I
the
was
boys.
hanging out. Oh yeah,
Yep.
I was hanging
Yeah,
out
Buzz.
with the boys.
Shout out to Buzz.
Shout out to
Buzz and Bryant.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Buzz is right.
We should do this for everybody. This is great.
Yeah,
I love
it's-
this.
By the way, so far, he's not wrong at all. Keep going. Just keep going. He has nailed everything. I definitely played with Buzz and Bryant. We played Apex on the weekend. There's no new skins until Tuesday. There's a new event that's coming out, but that's okay. We'll go on.
Okay,
What
I'll
else am
remember
I
that for next
playing?
week. I have
There you go, there you
compartmentalized that
go.
for next
Yeah.
week. So when we get to this segment again, and I also pretend like I'm you again.
Damn, I'm that
will-
predictable, I guess. All right, dude. Holy crap.
I mean,
All
what?
right.
I mean, Mitch, what else have you been
opened
playing?
packs.
You actually played a new game this week.
Boy, it's got you, too.
William's right. William's right. I opened packs. I bought 160 packs. They were on sale. I bought a bunch of Apex packs and opened them. Yeah, Fulio's right.
Nice.
What else did I do? I played.
We fixed
Elden
all your
Ring.
emotes.
Yep, I did. I did my editing stream. I got some emotes going. Cool. I did some stuff for Extra Life. My own Extra Life. Like, I wish I could help with theirs too. I'm doing everything. I'm doing so much.
You have to be there to help.
Right. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. At least I'm definitive with my answer and I'm not this like some other people. Whatever. I am really Elden Ring has its hook to me. I like it a lot. I like it so much. It's so fun. If you ask me what's happening in the story, I don't have a single
knows.
clue. I don't know. Any NPC I've seen, I've talked, I've hit A through every dialogue they got. I don't know what's happening. I don't care what's happening.
Good.
Show me another enemy that I could try to beat. And some of these bosses I'm beating really easy because I'm feeling good. And some of these bosses are a little, you know what I mean?
Somebody lost their wedding ring and you're just trying to find it for them. You're just being
Probably.
a good bro.
Yeah.
Go find
A
that
guy
ring
named
for him.
Eldon, his
Yeah,
ring.
Eldon lost his wedding ring. He's in big
Yeah.
trouble.
He's really big trouble, and all these things are trying to kill me for it too. All I'm trying to do is get his ring. It's got a high bounty. He put out a $1 billion bounty for this ring, and all I'm trying to do is get my billion, right? And all these monsters are just hating. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Like I said, don't ask me what's going on in the story. Honestly, don't care. Really don't.
Well, oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I would like to consider myself a lore junkie when it comes to, video games. Like, if they have a good lore, if they had a good story, I like to do, crazy deep dives to try to, figure out everything. And I'll spend hours on it. I've tried to get into the sphere of Elden Ring, and guys, it was a dark time, and I'm still confused. There are siblings that are not siblings, but they are siblings, and then things happen, and then there's just a whole bunch of crazy connections, but then some people are related but not related because they just appeared, but then others are actually connected, but then they turn into something else. It's a whole thing.
First cousins of people and certain
and
things. I don't
They have
know.
characters with really similar names, but they're completely different people, and that drives me bananas.
And then there's
Everyone's character name should start with a different letter.
That's a good start. Yeah.
And then there's people who
Good
are
rule.
their essence and they're the people who are in the game are actually an hollow of something else or someone else that's happened or and yes, someone else or something else. Either one, things have happened. And I tried for 4.5 hours and I left confused, more confused than when I came into the Elden Ring ethos. So here I am.
Makes as much sense as a Kingdom Hearts story. Anyways. I love Kingdom Hearts. I still can't pay attention to it. Anyways, gameplay loop. It doesn't matter. That gameplay loop is phenomenal. I'm still running into things that are kicking the tar out of me. Definitely still running into people that are nowhere near my level yet. But overall, I'm having a very, very, very good time with the game. I beat a boss relatively quicker than one of my friends, so it made me feel a little good about myself.
Nice.
Yeah. I remember seeing that person on that boss for days, and I beat him in one sitting, so felt good. Felt good.
for you. Way better.
Yeah.
You're a way better
better.
person.
Pro gamer.
Infinitely. Now, I'm not gonna say way better person. way better gamer. No, we won't say that either. But no, I'm having fun with that. And then the other game I played that's a complete weird game that you might not expect me to say, Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
So Queen, my mod, she recommended let's do Throwback Thursday, and I'm super about to do that just every day or every week, I should say. But Throwback Thursday, she wanted to play Left 4 Dead 2. She got a 360 copy. I have a 360 copy that I've still had, and we played it, and it was super fun. And after playing it, it's fun. Although every time I see people playing it on Twitch, they play the PC version, which runs way better.
Oh yeah,
like way better. Like it runs so smooth that I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. But no,
this one got an update. It definitely runs better than it did. Like it
100% does. Yeah,
like did get an update.
Oh yeah, like the actual graphic. Like the graphics themselves are probably as max as they can be. The FPS is where it's lacking, but overall though, it's still a good time playing it. It's super fun. We had a blast doing it. We started talking about other Throwback Thursday games, which you were there and Bowser was there in the conversations of probably doing Gears of War, because Bowser's never played any of the Gears of War campaigns.
That's crazy to me.
Which is crazy to me.
I started on 4.
You started on 4. That's insane. 1 through 3 is
great.
chef's kiss. So good. So good. But also, too, I asked Queen, because the only thing that sucks is I'd like to do this with more than just 2 people. Left 4 Dead, obviously, you could play 4 players, but how many people have Left 4 Dead on 360? When you can't even buy the game anymore, it's not on the digital storefront anymore. It got taken away like a long time ago.
Did you say it's crossplay?
No.
Or it's not. No,
it's not.
If it goes on sale all the time on Steam.
Oh, on Steam, it's like $1 every other day. And yeah, if it was crossplay, that would make me happy. Again, I don't expect them to update a game that's... one funny thing. I got an achievement in this game, guys.
Yeah. That was
when I played on Thursday, I got an achievement. I saw the 360 achievement come up and I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen that thing in a while. So I got an achievement Thursday. And then the last time I got an achievement in this game was in 2013. So yeah, it's been a minute since I've played the game.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. But yeah, it's super fun. It's still fun. Me and Queen had a blast playing it. We were playing with Nerezzo, and we had fun. But I was trying to find more games that are 4-player co-op. And like you said, Bowser was talking about Gears. Gears 3 is 4-player co-op. 1 and 2 are just 2-player. So that kind of sucks. But we'll be doing that. We are probably going to do the Halo campaigns.
Good idea.
Because like I said, it's just, those are 4-player co-op. And Master Chief Collection is on Game Pass. And yeah, just looking for other stuff to play. But had a lot of fun with those games. So also, it's cool. Like, it'll be fun to, because I don't think Queen's ever played the Halo campaigns either. So it'll be cool to like enjoy them seeing these campaigns for the first time when obviously I've already played them and stuff. But like, it'll be fun to do those things again. So
that's awesome.
Looking forward to it.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Sean, besides Warhammer, which you talked about for like 20 minutes, what else did you play?
I'm in the. Damn, I got called out. I was excited about it, okay?
I'm not mad that you did. I'm not mad that you did at all. But we already know one of your games, but what else did you play?
Well, I can't see. I was talking about some like over-the-top action games, and I can't see. I think it was on a stream last week. Give me a shout out. He's like, hey, man, you should check out this game called Gori, Cuddly Carnage.
Oh, yeah.
And I Can't See was absolutely right. This is a game you play as an orange cat. Is that a tabby? I don't know anything about cats. Is that what a tabby is? Is that okay?
Yeah,
So you're a tabby cat. This is the story of a girl. You play as a cat.
River drown the whole world.
And you're on like this hoverboard, skateboard kind of thing, and you're just attacking a bunch of monsters. This is a completely nonsensical action game. Where you kind of do Tony Hawk combos and attack a bunch of enemies, man. It's ridiculous, Mitch.
What the hell am I looking at?
Look what you're looking at, man. This is a
this?
drug. This is an acid trip in video game form.
Yeah.
Every developer they had an acid budget on this game. Like they had to have. What is happening right now?
Yeah, that's
There's
great.
a demo, I think.
Yeah, this was an ID at Xbox game that we picked up. We get the codes for the ID at Xbox game, so thank you to Xbox Canada for that. Yeah, you're dancing around, you're kind of grinding on rails, doing Tony Hawk kind of skateboarding tricks, and then you use your power-ups to eliminate these
Decapitate 12-foot tall pink unicorns.
Yeah, it's Oh, this is a Dannohh game if I've ever seen one. Dannohh from PSVG would love this, actually. Very, what's the Lollipop Chainsaw? Kind of Lollipop Chainsaw vibes here.
That definitely looks like a James Gunn game.
A long time ago when it was first brought up.
Yeah. So I'm kind of dabbling in that, and it's a good time. But I won't go on about that forever. The other game that I tapped into, I would love to be able to pull this up. It's hard. Normally, I don't do the video while I talk about my games. But this game is a sequel. Nobody knows about this game. I never get to do this because I don't really play unknown games all that much. But the game I'm talking about here is called Valfaris Mecha Therion. Nonsensical 2D side-scrolling bullet hell. Mitch, this is all about metal music, like Viking metal and demons from hell and bullet hell. And it's just over-the-top action. Again, it's a theme this week. And I love it very much. You get a power-up on your weapons, and the guy just sits there and he headbangs for a little bit. Very fun. This is 90s action on my Series X, and I'm very much enjoying it. Very different.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. That's awesome.
Man. So shout out to Valfaris.
You love those bullet hell games, though. You love them.
I really do. I'm not great at them, but it's just like it's so ridiculous. Like,
right.
Just let all your hopes and dreams and desires of an action game come to life here, and that's what this is. It's as soon as you get a power up and your character just sits there and headbangs, like I'm in. I'm automatically in. It's like when a new farming game comes out and Lockless all over it. That's like that, but for me it's hardcore Viking metal music and demons. Yeah.
Love it.
Good stuff.
I'm a fan.
That's it. That's what I've been playing. Still Star Wars Outlaws, but I talked about that last time. I'm all over the place. Did I mention I was unemployed this week? That also explains a lot. I didn't have a job this week. I start on Monday, so.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm like,
yeah, new job.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Should I do fees? What am I playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, try it. You won't be able to. How do you predict Fiona of all the people?
I played a character creator. I spent 27 hours doing a character creator. Okay. I wanted to make sure that eyebrows were the perfect color to match everything else. I wanted to make sure my makeup was on point. I want to make sure the height matched my height, because God forbid it's a centimeter off. I made sure I did that. A centimeter off cannot be a centimeter off. I said centimeters because Canada. Anyways.
Yeah, I got you.
Top notch.
What else did I do? I found some new farming simulator and some dating simulator, but I can't talk about the real games I'm playing because those are hidden on my Steam library, because I can't mention those ones. That's why there's certain games that have to stay hidden, right? But we can't bring those up on the Xbox Drive. Anyways, I played a farming game where I farmed space rocks in a new game called Space Rock Farming. And I created my character in there. And he has a boyfriend, but we won't talk about that guy because this new guy's trying to hit on me. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. So yeah, Space Rock Farming, Character Creator Simulator 9. And I did that for 12 hours on stream. And I made art.
I made art. Did
we do a good job? Got close. Got close. Thank you.
We got close. We got close. We love it. We love to see it. No. Good job. Good job, Mitch.
I tried.
You really hit the nail on the head. I played Space Rock Simulator. So would I. But man, someday, game devs, make this game. Make it apparently a dating sim too, because why not? Just really need to add to that flair of.
You can't go space rock hunting by yourself. You
and mention those romantic moments, all in your spacesuit and everything.
It's true.
Touching the mask.
just touching helmets.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were kind of close when it came to the character creator. So there was a game that came out this week, guys, and did I only get to do the character creator before this podcast?
Oh no.
It's Rika. So it is actually a game that I played the demo of earlier this year, and it is really cool. It is, if you want fall in a video game, we actually talked about this last week when we were talking about spooky fall games. So it is the story about a young girl who finds out that she actually has magical abilities, and she meets Baba Yaga in the woods, which is what we're currently kind of seeing here. We saw previously in the for people who are watching, for people who are listening, for context, it is, I think, based in Germany. Like, it's definitely fairy tale, like Brothers Grimm vibes, where there's a house on the back of a chicken, and it is a massive house. I'm not even joking. Those are
You
chicken
really
legs,
just
my
blew
friends.
right by that little detail.
You pretended like that was a normal sentence.
It is
you
normal.
know, house on the back of a chicken.
Yeah, it's a house on the back of a chicken, and you can you can actually design the house as well. And it's just a really fun, like, kind of just like fall-esque vibes. So I just really wanted to play this. It was a game that I was really excited about after I saw it earlier this summer, and so I bought it. And all I did was create my character, and I didn't even finish my character creator. So here we are, just living my best life in spooky Brothers Grimm land. And I'm really excited to actually play the full game, because I was obsessed with the actual demo, and the demo was really long. I think it was like 3 hours long, mostly probably because it took me forever to actually like design my house, let's be real. But it has like some really cool mechanics in it, and there's a lot of elements where you have to like think through what you're doing. And it has just like, I guess like it's a vibe that I've been wanting in a video game, where it's like, it's fall-esque, but it's not like horror, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, nothing's jumping out at you, nothing's just like, here's a bunch of gore, or here's like a serial killer or stuff like that. It's like, this is a girl, in fall, and this is just her going on an adventure. So I'm very excited. If there's dark twists and turns, then I'm all for it, but I think this is just a game that I've been wanting. And so I am just really excited to actually get to play it, because it's a good time of year to have these types of games come out. So I'm really excited to actually get through all of it. And speaking of serial killers, I'm starting to play Dead by Daylight.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say she
murdering
kills people. I forgot to say that. You're right. I should have said that. My bad.
Yes. So I hopped back into Dead by Daylight. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Did I actually play a session of Dead by Daylight? The answer to that is absolutely not. Guys, there's so much stuff in there now. What am I supposed to do? There's so many different...
Play the game.
Just play.
Just
good
hit
video
play.
game.
Start
Okay.
match.
No, it's okay. Here's the reason. It's because I ended up just looking at all the new things that have come out, and they have introduced so many. They have now categories. It's just like, do you want clowns? Here's clowns. Do you want like just like future tech? Here's future tech. Here, like, and it's just all these different things, and I'm like, but then the reason why is because I ended up reading like the lore of some of the actual like killers, and so that took up most of my time. And then by the time I read all through it, I was just like, you know what? I need to go do something else now. So I guess for me that was kind of like the game aspect of it, which was like learning about the different killer, or like specifically the different murderer killers, like evil people are in the game, because I think that's like one of the biggest selling points for the game for me is the backgrounds of the characters. For example, like the Huntress as well as the Plague are like two of my favorite characters of all time story-wise, because it's just like it goes in so much depth, and so I really was excited to like read about other characters. So yeah, I think I know it sounds silly, and I know other people are like, you should have just played for like a few hours. No, I was interested in the lore, guys. Your likes lore, and she wanted some.
What are they telling you what to do for?
I know. I don't
Get
know
out
why.
of here. Who is it? Who is it?
Well,
Who's
Bowser
telling you this
literally
stuff?
just said you should have played a good game.
Oh, dang. Bowser.
Damn.
Leave her alone.
I'm not saying that's not a good game. I'm saying you gotta play the good video game.
Nice walk back. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Real,
Good save.
real politician over here, huh?
No, so that it brought me joy, guys. As Mary Kondo once said, it brought me joy, and for that reason, I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I think also as someone who like gets like, I guess, almost like choice struck, like I get like overwhelmed if there's too many options.
Oh yeah.
And there's so much in there now, and then it's just like, do I want to buy skins for these characters? Do I want to buy these killers? Because I usually like to have all the things, and I wanted to make sure that I had all the things. And now they have Castlevania, which is a little bit weird, because could they have gone maybe the Netflix route with the characters? No, they went the old school route, and so Like, Trevor Belmont looks kind of boxy, guys. His hairstyle is looking kind of boxy and is a little bit concerning. I mean, I would love it too if it wasn't like moving, so the hair like is flowy, but it's like boxy at the same time. And I'm like, how did you crimp your hair to like just go like straight and then downwards? Maybe that was just a option that I don't know. I had so many questions. But yeah, there's so much going on. So if anyone wants to actually play Dead by Daylight,
don't ask me because she won't do it.
Okay, I will. I will play it. Thank you.
She will kill you.
Yeah,
Okay.
she will look at your life, leave your eyes.
Okay, guys. Majority of the time that I'm playing that game, because the issue with playing the killer is first person, whereas survivors is third person. So usually I'm playing the survivor because it's in third person. Will I let other people die and leave them behind? Maybe, but that for the majority of the time, it's me trying to help other people. I play essentially a person who can heal others because I like to help people.
And then decides not to help them.
Okay.
Oh wow.
If you're on the other side of the map and I hear like the whistling of the hatch that you can find because it opens up once a specific, like the more people that are alive, the less likely the hatch is going to open. But if you're the only person left, the hatch opens. And so then you can just leave. So there you go. Spoilers.
Star in the chat says Chucky is third person. The only one. So maybe you need to buy Chucky.
Here's the deal. I don't like clowns and I don't like Chucky. That's the issue for me.
Fair
Is
enough.
if I see a small doll chasing after me, nah, that's not it.
You're gonna be Chucky.
Yeah, but you'll be Chucky.
I don't want to.
Strike
She's like, I don't want to see him on my screen if I have to be that way. Like, yeah.
Exactly. It's the same thing with like the twins. Like technically I think the twins is third person when you become the smaller twin, but I don't want that. I don't like small creepy characters. I guess I'm sorry. So
like me.
but you know what? That is good to know.
Aw.
I might have to buy. Oh,
Bowser's
I
little.
do. I didn't. Well, I wasn't calling you creepy, Bowser.
Just a little Wallafell.
What? Okay, Lollafels are different than Chucky. Are you
I'm
comparing
going to do
Chucky?
a character creator and make Chucky?
I'm going to straight up just not play I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 in months anyway. And the last game that I have played that I will talk about is Peje.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I am getting almost close to the end of the content that's available. And there's a lot going on already. There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of things going on. Do I read what's going on? Absolutely not. Is there parkour in it? Absolutely. Did a friend try to have to explain to me what was going on because I was just in an area where it was just like a bunch of floating islands and I had no idea what was going on? 100%. Should I have read what was going on? Absolutely. Did I realize that I was making villagers mad? No. I didn't, because apparently there was the correct answers and your girl just selected the wrong ones and I made one of the villagers very upset with me, which is fine. It's fine. So yeah, it is a very interesting game to say the least. Is there a lot of glitches? Yes. I have been dealing with a lot of them. For example, one time my character disappeared and I was just a fishing rod. Just so you know.
I think that's a sign that you were supposed to go fishing.
Oh, I was already fishing.
Okay. All right.
Which didn't make any sense. And
Turned into a VR game.
It turned into a VR game. Have there been some times where my character turns into a default character for no reason? Sure. Yeah, it does happen.
It's still in beta, right?
It sure is. It's in some sort of early access beta nonsense.
Yeah.
So that's how they get away with it. And I don't
That's how
know.
they get away with it.
I enjoy it. Oh. But yeah.
We still gotcha.
Okay, cool. My apologies. My cat decided to walk across my keyboard. And it tapped me out for a second.
These cats, man.
Cats are
They're awesome.
Get them off the damn podcast, these cats. Bring in the dogs.
I'm gonna go
Bring in the
get my
dogs.
cat.
She's
I
so
have
cute.
them already over
But
here.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
loud.
Mitch has them all.
I have
don't
all
know,
the
like-
dogs.
I just I'll put on like either an audiobook or I'll watch a show. And do I get motion sickness from Paullin? Great question, Athena. I do not. for some reason. It is in third person, so it's not in first person. And I just go hunting and scavenging with friends, and it's a lot of fun. And like I said, sometimes I just turn into a fishing rod for some reason. So, Paullin, if you could fix that, that'd be great. That would be stellar. And they have a thing called Hot Pot that's kind of like Mahjong that I'm kind of addicted to. And now I'm never going to be able to play Riichi Mahjong normally again. I'm just going to be like, where is the dumplings? Where is the pieces of corn?
Now I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it's like this. You put apparently Mahjong pieces into a hot pot. I don't think that's a good idea.
Probably not. I would eat it though.
I don't want to touch a scalding hot soup while I touch tiles. So yeah, not safe
careful.
anyone. But yeah, fun times. Yeah.
All right. Nice. Has anyone played anything else? No. Mitch, you didn't play any Call of Duty? No Call of Duty?
Not the second weekend, no. I played a little bit of it, but I'm kind of like...
Good until it comes out?
Yeah, I'm
Same.
good.
I'm
good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't have a problem with it. It's super fun. But I was just kind of in that mode where do I want to keep playing the multiplayer part of it? I know that it's cool. Like the one thing they were doing with the beta is throughout the beta, they were adding more stuff, different maps, different game modes. Yeah. So they were adding more to it to get people to come back. But I mean, I got my fix of what I need to. I'm excited to play it. But I just feel like if I play it more, I was just going to get annoyed or something. So I'm like, I'll just wait till this game comes out. So
the real game's coming.
Not to mention all the weapons that are out there. Like the tuning for all the weapons is going to be way different. So a lot of people are like, it's kind of annoying with these types of games because some people already know the meta weapon. This is the best weapon. This is the best loadout. And I'm like, guys, this is a beta. Calm the hell down. None of these things could carry over. They already said weapon tuning is going to be completely different when the actual game comes out. Because I don't think there was any guns that had negative effects swapping attachments. So it's
oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, just why are we freaking out about what gun's the best in a beta? Relax.
Come on,
Not
kids.
necessary.
Just
Not
chill
necessary. Chill
Get
out.
that content out.
True.
Somebody wants to watch that video,
Exactly. This Dead by Daylight I'm on the website right now just looking at all the characters, and that's insane.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
I do want to check this game out. This will be one of those games that we do an after show on one day, but yeah. There's a lot. I also was looking too because Call of Duty does a haunting every year where they have a similar thing where they actually have villains show up as characters. This year has Michael Myers, which I did see Michael Myers is in this game as well. It's crazy, but there's no Friday the 13th because they had their own game, right? I was just noticing that. I was literally
really Jason's not in it.
Not that I see. No.
All
the actual franchise DLC. They have Michael Myers, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, the Pig, which is from Saw, Amanda Young, the chick from Saw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostface, Demogorgon, Executioner, which is Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, Nemesis from Resident Evil, Pinhead, the chick from The Ring,
from Hellraiser. Nice.
Yeah, from the Mastermind.
Right. But Jason is Friday the 13th. Didn't they close the servers or shut the game down or whatever?
They did. So, but also I think one of the reasons why it got shut down was also because of licensing. There was licensing nightmares with that stuff. So I actually think that's one of the reasons why it shut down, which might be the reason why he's not in this. But they also have Wesker. They have the Xenomorph from Alien, Chucky.
Nice.
And then Dracula is the most recent one. And yeah, that is very much that looks like Symphony of the Night style Dracula. So
when will they add Fiona's cat?
I don't know.
Add that, please.
When will they add Fiona?
Yeah.
True.
Man,
Chase
guys,
She likes to murder.
The shovel.
Guys,
With a shovel.
if I ever become a killer in Dead by Daylight, I've made it.
Yeah.
Just,
The only way to take you down is to strap a VR headset to your face and make you play.
Put
you
a
run
stream on
FPS.
in front of her that's got Call of Duty or Apex, and she
We
just
exactly.
I like how most people are like a lot of Fortnite streamers are like, oh man, I'd love to get an icon skin. People can call it. She's like, I want to be a murderer in Dead by Daylight. That's what I want to be. Okay,
Why
cool.
not? Live your dream. You know what
Everybody's
I mean?
got their own dreams. I see
like
you.
it.
I see you.
All right, Dexter.
Exactly.
Oh my
Taking
goodness.
notes.
All right, before we get any further off the rails, let's bring the community into the carpool with us.
Hey.
The Jiggy Collector comes in. 2 questions for the show. Do you think that Sony just set the bar for what consoles may cost in the next generation? And do you think the next Xbox should have an updated or different visual to the home screen and UI? When I powered on my Series X for the first time and it looked like the X-Bone, it was kind of a downfall. All right, so first up, this PS5 Pro pricing nonsense that the internet is on fire about.
Well, yeah.
Is that just setting our expectations for next gen?
I mean, I think yes. I think that's like, how couldn't it? How is the next generation going to be cheaper than this?
Yeah, what's
hate
wild
to-
is the consoles are not getting cheaper.
Right.
Like they've been out for how many 4 years now, and they're not cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, I paused a little bit just to because I talked a little bit about this on the Nintendo Drive last night. But this is the world we live in Xbox land and PlayStation land. We're trying to have the most powerful console that exists. That stuff is expensive. There are people are not willing to compromise on this. They want the games to be 60 frames per second minimum, to be 4K all the time. It's got to look incredible. It's got to do all the things. Like, what do you expect to happen when that's the nonsense that's been filling the internet for the last 3 years?
That this generation could do it. We didn't need the Pro. The Series X and the PS5 were going to do 4K 60.
Yeah, and that's another.
Stadia got burned at the stake for not meeting that, even though it was the developers not meeting it. Like
Right.
Stadia could deliver that on the streaming side of it.
I think
They
that's
got
at the heart
vilified.
of. I think that's at the heart of people being vocal about it. Maybe I don't know if everybody's quite that conscious about it, but this happens sadly every generation. And I'm talking about like going back to like the 360, talking about like HD gaming, right? And we're playing in high definition back in the 360, and then the Xbox One comes out. It's like now we're playing in HD. And
Yeah.
I thought we were already
Yeah,
weren't we already doing
last
that?
time. You
Like,
lied
Right.
to us.
right. Like this is history
Yep.
repeating itself. And every time I will say I probably fell for it hardest this generation. Like I thought this was gonna be it. This like mainly because of the size of the consoles. Like they're so I don't like all jokes aside, it's just like I mean
This thing is 10 pounds. How can it
it's
not do 4K
enormous.
60?
obviously it's gonna be powerful. It's gonna be like one of those computers from the 1960s taking up a whole room, you know? It's just the maximum computing power that they could squeeze into these things. I thought we were there. And I mean, I don't really obsess about it all that much, truly. And I'd love to know how many people are playing with a 4K TV that can do any more than I know you are, Bowser. Well, I'm talking to the wrong people on this
You are.
podcast. I'm wondering about people listening and anybody out there, if they even know. Honestly, I bet a lot of people are out there thinking they're playing in 4K 120 and they got the wrong HDMI cable plugged in. You know,
True.
like these are technical, they're very technically advanced pieces of hardware here. So that's all to say, these things are getting more expensive because people are screaming about the performance of the games that they're playing on them. So that's what you get. You got to
I
have
think
expensive
Xbox
hardware in it.
Leadership probably sighed with relief that Sony went out there with this $700 machine.
They do it first.
Yep.
I honestly think Sony really, I just feel like Sony is out of touch with this thing.
Wow.
I really do. I know there's going to be an audience that buys it. There's no denying that. There's going to be an audience that's out there that wants the greatest and best ever, and they're going to get rid of their PS5s and they're going to trade it in. And they're going to buy this for a marginal difference. I think if Sony came out and wanted to show me why this thing was worth $700, they did it in a very piss poor way.
Well, that's fair.
Yep.
You literally
They
showed
have no
me
games.
slightly better looking crowds in Ratchet. And you showed me The Last of Us, which is a PS4 game that's got upscaled to. It's not, there's nothing that I saw that I went, wow. And even Spider-Man, obviously I love Spider-Man to death, right? There's nothing about what I saw that would make me go, I need to spend $700. No, I'm sorry.
What's a normal PS5 in what's the US dollars for
500?
PS5 right now?
Well,
$499.
on digital. If you want to go digital, it's $450. So you're talking, because again, this thing doesn't even have a disk drive.
Right. So
and make sure your
450
vertical stand ain't included. Remember that.
Yeah, also bonkers. Yeah.
I just think like there's not literally, in my opinion, one of the best exclusive PS5 games that just came out, Astrobot.
Yeah.
Like everything else is available on both systems. Spider-Man's there and it's good. Like, but like Ratchet, wasn't that available on PS4? No, that
Let's
wasn't.
keep Xbox though. It's like we're not on a PlayStation.
But anyways, what I'm thinking is I think like they just came out and the way that they showed it off did not, in my opinion, justify that price tag. Then they hit you with the price tag and everybody's like, what?
Yeah.
I think
I'm not
Microsoft,
surprised at the price of it.
No.
I kind of am, because like at the same time, like they dropped the price of the PS5 or when PS4 Pro came out. It was at the same time kind of like, okay, we're on our not last legs, but we want to upgrade this a little bit. Let's drop this down and release this one at the price of the original system that we came out with. That was kind of the strategy they had before, right? I don't think they came out and had a significantly higher price console.
Not like this, but it was higher. It was the PS4 Pro was a higher price point, but it wasn't like we're talking $250, right? Yeah. Is that the right?
Right.
Is that the
Yeah.
math?
That's more.
Yeah, that's
$50
math.
increase.
But
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
like,
I
does
just
this?
don't-
But how does this impact Xbox on what's happening with Xbox?
I just
Xbox
think
can
like
come out with the next gen at $650 and look like heroes.
I just think
That's
Microsoft.
crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think Microsoft would be willing to subsidize their console price for Game Pass alone. Number one, because they know people will sign up for Game Pass, and that'll be the lifelong thing they stick with if they get an Xbox. But also at the same time, like I didn't think the technological jump from what we have for this to this is that big of a deal. Whereas Microsoft is talking about something like when Sarah Bond talked about it, like we are going to have an insane jump. I don't think Xbox is going to come out with a pro version of anything. I really don't.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
but
so.
They're
price
just gonna
point
wait
is
a year and a
everything
half
here.
plus, or maybe 2 years. And actually, like when they said, "Well, this cost of next gen," I don't even consider this really next gen. If I have to be honest,
It's
in my
not.
opinion.
But this is
But
is
the
this?
question is saying,
Yeah.
this price right now,
Mm-hmm.
does it make people comfortable? Like they're going to expect that the PS6 and the Xbox, God knows what the hell they'll name
are going to be
it,
$700 consoles.
could be
Or more.
$700. You're setting this precedent that, okay, this stuff's
I-
expensive.
I think the outrage of the price alone. I don't think Microsoft will go that high. I really
They'll
don't.
lose $650. They'll be heroes.
I mean, they've got to figure out a different way of building these things because the comparison to PC is too direct. Like, how many frames can this thing do? Like, how about the resolution, etc. You build a PC, and that's what everybody is basing this on. The fact that these are existing, these capabilities on PC are there, but people disconnect price point with PC so easily, so conveniently, it's ridiculous. Like, if you
PC's
want
a
all
pain
the
in my behind.
what's that?
PC's a pain in my behind.
Well, and it's the graphics cards alone are $2,000, $1,500, whatever. Like, you know, take your pick. Their graphic cards alone are so expensive, and so there's got to be some other way for consoles to exist in a space that is satisfying to people. Because I don't know how this happened, but everybody thinks, and I think Destin Legary at IGN is one of them. You just go like, I'll just buy a PC. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you have $2,000? Like,
I was gonna say,
at
like-
least to do what everybody's talking about this PS5 Pro can do. So, like, we got to get our ducks in a row here. We actually have to have an actual conversation.
Well, and it's not a fair comparison because a PC you can do so much other stuff with.
Sure. But, like,
But-
again, regardless, though, like, if people aren't even that detailed about a Bowser, they just look at,
It's like
I can
saying,
play
"Oh,
Cyberpunk at
I'm
200 frames a second, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not going to buy a $100 Kindle. I'm going to buy a $2,000 smartphone.
Yeah.
Those are
it's,
not the same class.
It's,
Yes,
it's a
you
tough
can read
spot.
books on both, but
Right.
it's not the same.
People
is
say
why
I'm going to
Nintendo's
spend a little
laughing.
more. People say I'm going to spend a little more and get a PC, are out of touch with how much more you would need to get a PC
That's what I'm
in order to
saying.
get the
Or they
like,
already have some of the components, and they're going to upgrade their graphics card the PC they have.
Yeah.
So that the only
Yeah.
price they have is the whatever hundreds of dollars graphics card. You know,
Well,
Also, the tech that's in there, you can't buy yet in a graphics card. Like the super sampling and all those things that they're talking about, that technology is not available in graphics cards at this current moment.
Well,
So it's
also-
like you could wait 2 years and then maybe get one, but then by that time, Pro will be maybe well, I won't even say cheaper because PS5s have been out for 4 years and they're not cheap.
They only go up in price.
Sorry, Phoebe.
Yeah. No, it's okay. No, I was just gonna say it's being almost unrealistic because people are like, we need more. We need to have the best graphics. We need to be able to do all this stuff. I need this. I need this. I need this. And then the moment that they're like, okay, you said you needed this, so here it is, and they're like, wait, I have to pay more for this?
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
Yep.
What do you mean I have to like pay for extra for 4K and all these other bells and whistles that you guys have been promising for us forever?
Because they promised it for the non-pro version. They said
That's
this
the most
thing is
fair
4K 60.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
because
the
the
best way to put it.
developers aren't doing something right, or it's not possible, or whatever the case may be. I mean, look at games. Look at Starfield. It came out, it was 30 FPS, and now all of a sudden it's not. Like, oh, well, why didn't it release this way?
Agreed. Yeah.
It can be done on the Xbox Series X. This game can run at 60.
Yeah.
You chose to release it before you were ready. It's not a problem with the hardware.
Ooh.
It's a problem with the development cycle.
Say it again for the people in the back. Holy crap, Bowser. Seriously.
And the problem is, Xbox can control when Starfield releases. They cannot control when Assassin's Creed whatever releases and in what shape, or Star Wars Outlaws that they don't have under their umbrella.
What a great way to put it. Like, what you're actually talking about is, do we really need different hardware? And the point you're making, I think, is they just got to spend a little extra time. And yeah, it's simple to say that, but they've got to spend the time to optimize for the hardware that we have.
And I'll get spicy about something else here.
Oh, snap.
Everybody loses their ever-loving minds if AI is used to generate art. But now we're talking about AI to replace programmers, and it's totally cool.
I don't know if it's totally cool.
Well, everybody seems to be fine with it.
End
oh my
result.
God, this is great!
Yeah, they want the end result.
Give me
Man.
my PS5 Pro and my whatevers and whatnots.
Well, suddenly the Xbox One with the Kinect at $550 or whatever it was seems maybe a little bit more reasonable. But I mean, we're in a new era here. I think to the question, I think the next Xbox is going to be
maybe
very
the
expensive.
PS5 is this expensive because they don't know that they're going to get the money back by like pricing the console below cost, and you're going to buy games because they don't have any games coming out.
Yeah.
PlayStation has shown us nothing. Astrobot was like the last thing they had cooking.
Yeah, like that. It's weird, but like that's what I'm saying. I think that sticker shock, if they had shown off something that truly was next gen, maybe people would shut up. But for marginally better stuff,
It's not meant to be next gen.
I don't know.
I was looking at it because as someone who doesn't own a console right now, out of all of us, it's one of those things where I constantly am looking at it and I'm like, okay, does the price justify the means? And like when it came to the PlayStation, they're just like, here's a new console, and like you said, Bowza, there's really nothing coming out, and there's nothing that's like, I need to buy this console. And even if I did, like, quite honestly, right now and not just because I'm on this podcast, I would much prefer getting an Xbox over a PlayStation right now because there's games coming out. There's more things that I'm interested in. They're like doing a lot of things that I'm really excited about. And yes, I'm a PC / like cloud gamer, but it's one of those things where I don't know if I can really justify like going and getting a console right now. And even if I was, like I said, I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation overall. And I know when I heard the price, because for context, here in Canada, that's $959.99 for the new PlayStation. That is not even without tax, which would probably push it to like about $1,100, at least in my province. And it's a pretty penny. Like, it's not like something to like be like, oh. And of course, people are gonna sell their like old PlayStations and stuff like that. And who knows? Maybe we're here in the next few months and I start buying consoles. But I don't know. I wish I could say that I'm like surprised by this, but I'm not. And
what's funny to me is, like, I am their target audience.
Yeah.
I am the idiot that buys consoles and wants the newest tech, and I got the PSVR 2 for crying out loud.
Sure.
I buy all their nonsense. And what did they show in the presentation? Games that you already beat years ago look a little better.
Yep.
Yeah. But you're a rational Omni player. Like, you play everything.
Sometimes,
like, I think...
sometimes I'm not.
Sometimes she's very irrational.
Well,
I guess
what
Concord controller,
I'm dancing
for God's
around
sake.
fanboy.
After they announced the game was shutting down.
I'm dancing around the
not rational.
fanboy term, where and people may not like that I say this too. I think PlayStation is absolutely cashing in on their market position on this.
Oh, yeah.
They can do whatever they want. They can charge what they want. People love PlayStation. They will sell enough of these things. You know, and it's really interesting when you look at their lineup. They've got the Portal, which is what, like $199. You know, at the low end, really fascinating. Now they got the regular PlayStation. Now they got this Pro version.
The Portal doesn't do anything without a PlayStation.
I'm just saying they have a price point. They have a way for you to spend money on PlayStation products at all these different price points. So if you're like this uber crazy fan, you just want all the frames,
Xbox
you can
is
go
like,
and buy that.
Go get you a Fire Stick.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, and maybe that's what we should be celebrating in a way is like, go do different things. Don't be the same. Let's be grateful that like there's these companies that are doing different strategies. That makes it interesting. That like when Xbox One came out with the Kinect that had to be connected. Like I kind of liked it. I like that it was different. I don't like it when they're carbon copies of each other. So they'll sell a bunch of these, even at $700.
Oh yeah.
There was a market there. Somebody showed like a market share still like in PS4 when Pro came out. It was still only 13% of the market share across PlayStation consoles. Like only 13% of all PS4 sold were a Pro.
Yeah.
So it is a very niche audience, but there is one game that Sony does have the marketing rights for that they are absolutely going to shove down your throat and say it's the best way to play this game. And that's GTA 6.
No,
They are
I thought you were gonna say Bloodborne.
absolutely nope. They are absolutely going to say
They have the
when
marketing
GTA
rights
6
Why
comes
is this
out.
a PlayStation podcast? Let's
I
get
don't
out
know.
of here.
We'll stop.
I don't want to talk about PlayStation.
Oh, to answer your second question, no, the UI's fine. The UI's fine. You don't need.
What was
you know
the
what I
second
don't
question?
Like? There was a second question about the UI.
We should have an updated home screen.
No,
Because the
it's
series is the same as one. I think it's comforting.
Oh, I
like,
see.
It's like, it just feels the same. But I can see why it doesn't feel like a generational leap
Right.
when it looks the same as it did before.
Yeah.
I will
If
say
I
this
have-
about
yeah.
setting expectations for the next generation. I would be surprised, like fall out of my chair surprised, if the PS6 has a disk drive internal. They are
I'm just
setting
gonna-
your expectations now by saying, no, if you want to have these plastic discs laying around everywhere, you got to pay extra.
Yeah.
I think by default, any new next gen console is going to be digital only. I really do. Even Xbox, I think it's the same thing. Like
glad I sold
that
all
part
my
of it,
discs
I was like,
from one.
not. I get people are mad, especially if they're upgrading from a PlayStation 5 when they bought the disc version. That makes more sense, right?
Yep.
Like I have games on disc now. The base version of this thing won't be there, but whatever.
Yep.
The UI stuff though, like it wasn't broke. I actually don't like the UI on PS5 personally. Like the Xbox one, I
don't
feel
like
is
either
just.
of them.
I don't mind the Xbox one. I just feel
You
it's
know what I want the UI to
easier.
be when I start up my Xbox? I want it to be the My Game screen.
sure. That's true.
I don't want to like only.
You don't want
have,
ads,
what,
you
a half
don't want
dozen
all
of
this
them
extra.
that I recently
Yeah.
played, and then an ad for Game Pass that I already paid for like the next 2.5 years.
Sure.
Just show me the games that are on there that I can play right now, all of them.
I mean, to be fair, like they have the games on the very big game and then they have the bottom games below it. It's not terrible, but I get what you're saying. I don't know. I don't necessarily hate the UI on Xbox. PlayStation UI, I actually preferred like the old school like PS3, like the cross media bar UI. I always thought that was cool. Like it was just easy. It's just music, games, whatever. Figure out what you want to watch.
PlayStation made me mad because they changed how like the buttons work to get back to the home screen and shut down
Right.
the console and that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I have muscle memory. Don't be changing it.
But like I said, I didn't necessarily. I think if the UI is not broke, you don't have to change it if it's good. I mean, I get it, like where you're like, oh, I wish there was something new, and maybe there's some new feature they add to it, but to radically change it, I don't think it's necessary.
Man. Do you know what I just love? That at the end of the day, I can turn on my iPad, bring out my Starfield controller, and I can just play Xbox games there.
There you go.
Or my TV.
That's wild.
Or my PC. Or I could play it on my phone if I really wanted to. I could play it on my Steam Deck. So I'm
Right.
just going to continue just flexing cloud and
I was playing
Enjoy-
Core Keeper in bed the other day. My
There you
box
go.
Nice.
TV. Got my little controller, my
Nice.
Fire TV in there.
yeah,
Why not?
enjoy, guys, while I sit here and play cloud games. And I won't complain about the fact I don't have 4K on cloud because you know what? I'm a realistic gamer, y'all. And I play games not in 4K because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of
Give me
the
all
console.
the Ks.
Yeah.
I need all the frames, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm good. The frames I got on the Xbox currently are great.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it.
All right, complete change of
Custom.
subject.
Right.
We're gonna
Total change.
spin this car around, do a 360.
Nice.
Ryan Turford, the meteorologist on the Moose, comes in. Hello, long time, first time. In honor of today being Friday the 13th, if you guys keep highlighting the text, I'm going to have a seizure live on air.
I tried. That's why I was doing it to get him to stop. I didn't want to bring it up, but there you go, Mitch. I don't know what condition you got over there, man, that is causing you to have to do that. What is compelling you to do that?
I'm trying to read.
The shared Google Doc is.
I'm closing it. I'm not opening it. I'm keeping it closed.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
I'll go to a different one. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
Go on.
Hello, long time, first time. In honor of today being Friday the 13th, what is everyone's favorite Friday the 13th movie? Mine is Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter, which, as we all know, is not the final chapter.
There were more chapters.
Fiona, favorite Friday the 13th movie?
Freddy versus Jason.
Nice. That's a
Nice.
great answer.
Guys, if I want to watch a horror film, I want to watch angst and just pure, like, just unadulterated rage. And this is what this entire movie is about. It is, like, essentially two titans going after each other, and I am all for it. Guy, you shouldn't be surprised. I like Dead by Daylight. This is the kind of stuff that you get to see and you think about, and you're like, man, what would it be like if two killers went up against each other? This is it. And so my answer is Freddy versus Jason.
I'm totally with you. I was like, I've only ever seen the first Friday the 13th, and I don't think I can pick. Apparently, the second one is much better. But I forgot about Freddy versus Jason. That movie is amazing. That's such a good pick. Okay, I'm with you. Nice.
Yes.
All right, Mitch, what do you think?
I only remember like certain scenes from these movies. I don't know like
Okay.
the storyline of these movies, but I remember, Jason walking through Manhattan and those guys had the boombox and he just kicked the crap out of that
There you go.
boombox and then he just
Jason
turned
Takes
around and was
Manhattan?
like,
Is
do
that what it's
something.
called?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that
Friday
could
the
be your
13th,
favorite.
part 8.
So
There's also
clearly Part 4 was not the final
Yeah,
chapter.
exactly. Clearly. Also, the funny thing is like Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. That was where they teased Freddy Krueger way back when, because at the end, Freddy Krueger's claw comes out and drags Jason's mask into the dirt. That was, by the way, that movie came out in '93. Freddy versus Jason didn't come out until 2003. So it took 10 years for that to actually take place.
So
And then the camping scene where somebody got put in a sleeping bag and then beat against a tree. There's a lot of funny moments that I think about. You don't remember that? They just,
I only saw the first one. I'll
God.
get to the second one this year. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. You should do that. It came out,
It's
I don't know, 40
ridiculous.
years ago.
I bought like
I just
the
remember the moments. I don't remember the actual storyline of like any of these.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Jason was in space one time. It's weird. Yeah.
Yep, Jason X.
Spoilers ahead. My favorite is the first one.
Oh
And that's
yeah.
because the villain,
twist.
spoilers, the villain, the killer, is not Jason. It's his mom.
Which is crazy.
That got spoiled for me by Scream, the beginning scene of Scream.
Oh, yeah.
Drew Barrymore, he tricked her. Yep,
They should have said spoilers in that movie.
exactly.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just want to point out
To
that
me,
movie
like-
came out 40 years ago. 1980.
I'm the person that doesn't like scary things, right? I love Friday the 13th.
Yep.
Because to me, they are comedies.
Yeah, it's camp.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
camp.
Oh, you teenagers,
Literally.
camp counselors are having sex? Murdered.
Yep,
Dead.
dead.
Guy coming at you with a machete? Let's run upstairs.
Yep,
Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
dead. Yeah, I'm
We love
with you.
to see it.
I was
So
always a
hilarious.
Freddy guy over Jason. I always was.
Freddy creeped me out.
Oh yeah, Freddy's
Freddy
not
was just
even
more
fair.
inventive because again, his were more comedic because it was like in dreamland where anything can happen. You know what I mean? It didn't have to be based in reality.
Johnny Depp, he really got it.
Yeah, he did. He got it.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
Nice. Good question, Ryan Turford.
Yeah.
you go.
Love it.
All right, next up we got Nagachaka. I sold my Xbox Series S 2 days ago. So the question is, are we still friends? And if the answer is no, what can I do to make it up to all of you? Sir, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Super
very true.
disappointed. Yeah.
How could you do this? Did Ron put you up to this? Do we need to like
Sounds
stage
like a Ron thing.
intervention? Are you in danger? Like, blink
Yeah.
twice if you're in danger. I'll come save you. Okay?
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Buy a
right?
Fire Stick. You still got Game Pass? Buy a Fire Stick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
that
you
would
go.
make it up.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Yeah, get a Fire Stick. That'd be great. Play on your
Yeah,
What are you
iPad.
doing?
Yeah. Play on your iPad. Cloud gaming's great, guys. Come to the dark side. We have
Why is it the
cookies,
dark
we can play it
side?
anywhere. Because apparently that's what people think. They're just like, cloud gaming's not cool. And you know what? It is cool. Play play Xbox where you want, guys.
Yeah.
So I don't judge you, because if I was judging you, I'd be a hypocrite. So I can't
fair.
sit here.
I want to know what you did with the money. How much did you sell it for?
Yeah.
How, like, what was your price point?
Yeah,
That's
what
what
are
I
you
want to
getting for
know.
a Series S nowadays? Like,
True.
$100.
brand
Like,
new
I
for
feel like that
$250.
can't be much. Yeah.
so I don't know, man. This
Yeah.
sounds like a bad decision. Did you sell this to buy some silly collector's edition for some silly game?
Yeah.
PS5 Pro.
That's what I want to know.
might
I
be
want to know the other
disappointed.
side of this. Like, the selling of it is one thing, but like, how much cash? What did you fund? You know, like what?
We're
I have
gonna
an
have a
idea of what he
chat at
funded.
Extra Life.
You know what he funded?
I know what he funded.
What?
PS5 Pros are expensive. You know what I
Oh,
mean? He's gotta get
jeez.
some
Oh,
money for
there it
that.
is. He's patting that. Chat's catching up too.
Oh, he
yeah.
probably
I
had to,
know, what are you
like,
talking about? Are we really? We
sell
just
his
talked about how expensive that damn thing
Last
is. Like,
of
he's
Us
got to get rid of
collector's
something.
editions on eBay, and he could have bought a PS5 Pro. It'd be fine.
I mean, you sell a Series S, you have enough to buy the disc drive and or the
stand.
the vertical stand.
Yeah.
one or the other.
Yeah.
True.
So.
That $30 piece of
Especially
plastic.
now, because the disc drive is sold out everywhere. Scalpers bought them all up. Good luck.
Of course they did.
I hate the
Side
internet.
note, I do want to point this out. I don't know why they do this, but it's really cool. Every Friday the 13th, they actually put the movies on sale. Currently, right now, you can buy it Friday the 13th, 1 through 8 for $13 on the Microsoft Store. So,
No way.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
sick.
Oh, digital. Oh, nice.
All digital, right? But like I said, 8 movies, $13. You can go on Vudu. You can any of the digital platforms that are out there. They sell this collection. It does not include like Freddy versus Jason. It does not include Jason X. It is literally the OG, like those movies. But yeah, for 8 Friday the 13th movies, you can get them for $13 today. It
That's
sales on
great.
for 8 hours left.
That's great because I bought the Blu-ray collection, the 8 movie collection last year. Now this is Canadian, but I think I paid like $70 for this collection, man. Holy crap.
They sell a crazy big collector's edition for Friday the 13th that's like actually hard to find. It's like a giant box set. It's got all this crazy stuff with it. But yeah, I remember that every Friday the 13th, Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter always puts it out there. They're like, y'all want some movies for $13? Here's 8 of them. It's weird because again, I think this is all about the licensing part. For example, the Jason Goes to Hell, not included. Why? I don't know. But
Because then it would have to be $14.
exactly, you're right.
It just
5 head.
wouldn't work.
It just wouldn't work. But no, like I said, there you go. For $13, you can watch a bunch of Friday the 13th movies digitally. Make sure hope you're listening to it live because this sale is going on for 8 hours. But also, anytime Friday the 13th happens, just go check it. It's always on sale.
It can be like any month of the year.
Yeah.
That's true.
Doesn't have
Yep.
to be spooky season.
Correction, I paid $50 for it last year,
All right,
Good
that's not bad.
Lord.
which is like $35 US, probably.
Yeah. For Blu-rays, that's probably not too bad.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, if you have Game Pass, you can buy Freddy vs. Jason, Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason X for $6.
Do it.
Why is it cheaper with Game Pass?
You get deals. You get deals.
I love Game Pass.
I love Game Pass. Thanks
It's
for
the
making
best
these movies.
deal in Friday the 13th movies.
Exactly.
Not just the best deal in gaming.
Right. So apparently you can literally get all Friday the 13th movies except for the remake for $20 total. There you go. Go do
I
it.
know what I'm doing when the podcast ends.
There you go.
Let's go.
The podcast has an end.
Yeah, what?
Oh, no.
The podcast is going to end. What?
What? No.
We got a whole topic we haven't even talked about yet.
True.
Oh my God.
Holy crap. Who's in charge of this thing?
I don't know.
That's
All
the
of
problem.
us.
No one's in charge.
Aren't we supposed to be streaming right now?
We like
Yeah.
We are literally live on Twitch.
That's
No
true.
promises
That's
were
true.
broken.
Good point.
That is hilarious.
boom.
All right.
Boom roasted.
All right, Fee,
Now
what's
what?
the topic of the week?
Okay, guys, so here's
the
the
rules?
dealio. Okay, the rules. As I say, I'm not making these up on the fly. So essentially, the entire preface is sometimes you like look at a video game and you're like, man, I just wish that this was another genre. Like this game was a different genre or has like a different. You know what I mean? We've seen this a lot. Actually, fun fact: Dead by Daylight inspired this particular segment mostly because not only do they have their main game, they have another game. Did you know that? They have a dating sim. It's a Dead by Daylight dating sim where you can date some of the.
This is not true.
I'm not even joking, guys. It's a
officially
beach
licensed
dating.
from them?
It's officially licensed by by them. It is a Dead by Daylight dating sim. Did you want to date Did you want to date the Huntress? By all means,
no.
You can do.
No, I don't.
I've never thought about that.
Kill me. No. These are the same people that write serial killers in jail. I want to have fun, like, and marry them. What are you talking about,
guys?
Obviously,
you haven't had a trip down TikTok lane, but either way, I digress.
oh my god!
Here we are. Here we are for the most chaotic segment, which is if you had to take an Xbox game and then switch the genre of that game, what would it be and why? I would like. Yeah.
So I don't even want this.
Okay.
But like it came to my mind when this topic was brought up, and I cannot think of anything else now that this is in my head. I want Call of Duty dating sim.
Yes. Yes.
What does price have to do with this? Why do you have to bring Ghost into this? Like,
how do I
what are
convey
we
a
doing?
face palm on an audio podcast? How do I?
I'm gonna try
Sean,
it.
you're doing it right now. You're doing it right now.
Hold on. I'm gonna get my head closer to the mic.
You're
Hold on.
just jealous
Heavy.
you didn't think of it. That's all.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god.
Instead of running
That's
around
right.
shooting everybody, you're gonna run around and date them all. Booyah.
What,
mean,
at
make
the
it- make it
barracks
a
in between
Cupid at
missions?
least.
What are you talking about?
You know what goes on in the barracks. What happens
I
in the barracks
guess.
stays in the
Snap.
barracks.
Jesus.
Don't ask, don't
It's
tell.
so left field. So
I
left
love
field.
that so much.
Fiona's dying. All right. Well,
All right,
how
so
many
what's your
dating
big
sims
idea
can
if
we-
you don't like mine?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'll go with Doom. I'm gonna make Doom a side-scrolling Metroidvania. Actually,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome. That'd be really
weapons and power-ups and everything, and Doom guy, Space Marine kind of
good.
thing
Would you have
going
the people
around.
that make Ori make it? Just to make
Sure.
it like Chef's
Actually,
Kiss?
yeah, that would be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
and honestly, now that you guys are thinking about it, you're picturing it a little bit. You're like, well, how does that not exist already? How do we not have a Doom side-scroller, Metroidvania kind of thing? That would be amazing. Seriously.
Exactly. That'd be
BFG
fantastic.
up there and there.
We had some community members that are on a similar type of mind wave as you. Yon32 wants a Hellblade Metroidvania.
Oh, okay.
Not
Yep.
bad.
I think a lot of people would just want Hellblade to be of the genre of a 10+ hour video game. That's what people want. And I don't like that they think that way, just for the record, because that game
They're
is
wrong, but
I love that game.
More than a sitting.
you know, the
Love those
genre of the
games.
2-day completion.
It's true.
Jesus.
I love Hellblade. It's one of
I
my
love
favorite
Hellblade.
games ever. So I'm allowed to make fun of it every once in a while.
okay.
Actually, I'm not even making fun of it. I'm making fun of people
No,
out there
you're
who
making fun
don't
of the
see it for what it
people that
is.
Don't
Yeah.
see value in good video games.
Exactly. Boom roasting.
Savoy
Immersive.
Prime also thinks there should be a Warhammer 40k Space Marine in a Contra style side-scrolling run and gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not too big of a stretch there.
Not at all.
Sean and
Yeah.
I were side by side doing executions the other day,
It's a
so we
good
pretty
idea.
much did
Right.
this.
I like that.
Yeah.
The one I thought about, which is kind of going off of another franchise that did a similar thing, I would like a Gears RTS.
RTS, nice.
Yes. So they had the tactics game, but like a full-on RTS. Like there's hordes of enemies. You can build different things in Gears now. They have mechs and Gears that you can build. Like I think that would be fun. The other thing I thought about, which doesn't really change the genre too much. I remember a game back in the day called Stuntman. That was like a driving
nice.
stuntman game. I
Yeah.
want Forza to do a
that's great.
stuntman driving game,
Yep.
but also I want them to get all these IPs of all these awesome car scenes and make you recreate those.
Nice.
Do something like that. Like, pull up Fast and Furious, do Back to the Future stuff, do whatever. I want you to be able to like recreate those types of IPs or have their own story where you have to like slide this way while shooting this thing while doing more like arcade style, not open world. But like Stuntman was fun. And I remember that. And I just think Forza could pull it off really well. Because they make really good. That's what I'm saying. It's not really a new genre, but it's more action. I'm trying to think more action rather than just racing.
Yeah.
But overall, complete genre, Gears RTS would be fun.
Oh, I want to say
because Halo did RTS.
I'd go MMO for Gears.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Just because like that conflict is so enormous. So let's just have a bunch of militant guys just going around. That'd be amazing.
And they could have definitely new stories, new expansions of like new things happening all over the place, new different locusts, new swarm.
Yep. Honestly, like take your pick on any like the big like Xbox franchises. Like they kind of need that Sea of Thieves kind of like you should be playing this forever with something that maybe already exists. I don't know if that's too much of a stretch, but I think that would make sense. Like, I don't know, Fee, you know way more, and well, both of you, Bowser and Fee, you guys know way more about MMOs than I do. It just seems to be like, if a conflict or if a situation is enormous, that seems to fit in with like MMO. Just have all these people playing it and go running quests and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the Battle of Orgrimmar. Like, there was an entire expansion for World of Warcraft that was all about like the fight of like just in this particular city. And I think having something massive like that, just like a constant war, would make sense.
Yeah.
I think it would give some drive to like the actual plot, which would be really interesting to see. And then also kind of seeing, like, I would love to see something like that. And then also having the kind of like what we saw earlier when we were watching the trailer for Mike, I apologize, the space game
Space
that you
Marine.
guys have been. Space Marines. Yes, seeing something like that, but imagine that as an MMORPG and you walk out and you just see people and it's just gore and just craziness happening. I think that's something that's kind of lacking right now because when people think of like MMOs, they think like fantasy or high fantasy. And they're not thinking like space. Of course there's things like EVE
like
Online.
Helldivers?
But Helldivers I wouldn't even kind of, but I think having something like an actual space MMORPG would be fantastic.
Starfield
I think that's
MMO.
Yeah. Something like that. I think it's something that's missing. There was like Star Wars The Old Republic, but like, does anyone play Star Wars The Old Republic?
Damn.
I'm sorry, guys.
Is that game still live?
I think so. In some capacity.
I'm being serious. I swear. I don't know.
I think in some capacity it's still around, but
they said alive, like it's deceased.
No.
Well, I don't know if that game is still like actually an actual
Live.
game you can buy. Yeah.
But I think something like that would be really cool. I think it would get like even myself, like if I had to choose like between like fantasy or space, I'm definitely going to choose fantasy every time. But if it was like an MMO where like people were like, they had like, once again, a good plot, like interesting, why we're fighting for this, I would definitely be interested. Space Rock Simulator, but MMO.
Yeah,
Rybo nailed it,
I guess.
100%.
Yep.
Nice.
I would think it like a Gears MMO, but you could play as Locust.
Totally.
No.
Yeah. Choose which faction you want.
That wasn't my choice. I was just going off of what Sean was mentioning about MMOs. No, I think, they're like, for myself, there's two games that I absolutely adore. And if they made like a version of like, take Darkest Dungeon and make it Baldur's Gate. You just make it like just dark, gore, gothic, like craziness ensuing, like something like that. Because like, obviously, like, kind of not gonna lie, a lot of what Darkest Dungeon is like you go into a dungeon. It's like a roguelike, of course. So you go in and then you're in and you're out. But I think having like an actual, like adding more to the story, like, your family was the one who infected this entire land with this like Lovecraftian nightmare because your uncle was bored. So why can we get more information on that and like being able to like build out upon that and like obviously chaos ensues. And why not do barrelmancy, which if you play Baldur's Gate, you know what barrelmancy is? It is essentially just put like essentially barrels everywhere and then you like just throw fire on them and they're barrels full of alcohol. So you know what happens when you throw alcohol and fire together. You can essentially take out everything
really
in
drunk.
Baldur's Gate. Oh yeah, I mean, Fireball, dude.
They get burned.
Flaming Dr. Peppers.
Burned alive.
But
like,
no, I think
top 5 worst ways to go. I don't know, man. That sounds awful.
Now that I'm gonna have
Agreed.
nightmares
You were asking.
tonight. Fully
In case you were
admitted.
asking. Just in case anybody thought about it. I just thought about
Just in
it.
case anybody's wondering what I think is the worst way to go. Burned alive. Not good. It's so
Fully
hot.
wants a Viva Pinata platformer, and I don't even
That
know what
makes
to think
sense.
about that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice.
Viva Pinata Pokemon. Catch 'em all
Yes,
There you go.
that would be nice.
kind of thing.
We-
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I still think I agree with what we were talking about last week, which is take Viva Pinata, but bring everyone in from Xbox and just make that into a game.
Yeah.
I feel like a little Master Chief Pinata, adorable.
Jeez.
Why not?
Adorable. I mean, Viva Pinata, even that, like a Pal World kind of thing. But because a lot of Viva Pinatas are all about like breeding them, which is very weird.
Yeah.
They do that like little dance, like, and then babies are made. It's very funny. But that'd be kind of
Hey,
fun
they
to see
can do
how.
it in Pokemon. You can do it in Viva Pinata.
I
It's
guess
fine.
so. Wait, what did they breed Pokemon? What do they do?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, you can do that.
You can definitely
That's
breed
how-
Pokemon.
where do you think the eggs come from?
I don't
Bro,
know.
you've been able to breed
you're not,
Pokemon
like,
since like
there's
Silver.
not a game mechanic around it, is what I'm saying.
there
Like,
is.
there's
Yes, there
what?
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Homie, it's been there since like Pokemon Silver.
I didn't play Silver. We didn't have money.
But I mean,
I didn't play Silver.
You couldn't rent that from Blockbuster.
That's
That's why
true.
it's so important to get a Ditto, because you can use Ditto to breed with anything.
Yeah.
You breed Pokemon? You guys are blowing my
Yes.
mind right now. Is this a
You're
joke?
playing a Pokemon game right now. You better go
I'm not
figure out how to
breeding no
breed.
Pokemon.
You
my
better.
question is this a joke that you don't know that this is like an entire game mechanic? Like there's an
Is it pulling
entire
our
like
leg?
there's
There's
like
male and
YouTubers.
female versions.
There's
Yeah.
YouTubers that talk about like how to try to get the best Pokemon, and so they go to the actual breeders and take their Pokemon there, and then they're talking about how you can get specific stats by taking specific Pokemon there.
No
And
idea.
we're like, this is wild to me that you don't know
Nope.
this.
Nope.
Wow.
Did you ever see the de-evolutions like Pichu? Did you ever notice like
Yep.
it's how do you get a Pichu? You go get eggs and you make a little Pichu that turns into Pikachu.
I didn't know that.
Not the more you know.
Did we just
More
ruin
you
an
know.
entire franchise for Sean?
we just
confused.
we just
Like that
unlocked
birds and
Sean's brain
bees
from
discussion.
20 years ago.
I need to look into this. I feel like we're
Do
not
you
talking
not
about the
believe
same
us?
thing.
Like all of us are
In
giving
the
you
game,
facts and
in the
okay.
game is what I'm saying. In the
Yes.
game, you
Yes.
put a
Pokemon
guy and a
breeders.
lady
Yes.
together, and they
Yeah.
make babies.
Yes.
You get
Yes,
eggs,
they
and then
make
you
eggs.
walk. You have to put the
Don't hog
eggs
the
in
egg.
your inventory slot, walk around to so many steps, and then it opens up.
It has
And you
to.
Did you
basically
not
get
know
the
this?
de-evolution of it.
No, I didn't know this. I put eggs in an incubator in Pokemon Go. That's what I've done.
No.
Okay.
But I didn't know where that egg came from. It just showed up.
The stork.
What?
The Pokemon stork. That's right.
Dude.
Basically, I didn't
Jesus
know that
Christ.
Pokemon intercourse was happening. I didn't, or whatever. I don't know how they do it.
I'm at a loss for
I need a
words, yeah.
birds and a bees lesson with Pokemon.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I bet you there's a video for that. That'll probably be something you
Oh,
can't show
don't
on this
Google
show.
it. Don't Google
Don't
Yeah,
it.
do
Google
not
that.
Google
No,
that.
no. Safe search on, please.
I'm a fake video game podcaster.
I don't know anything about video games.
We've
I
got
know
a
Pokemon have been
Nintendo
breeding for 20
podcast,
years.
for goodness sake.
Oh man. Yep.
Gee
Didn't know it.
whiz. All right, I'll give an
Wow.
honorable mention to not an Xbox-owned studio, but it's on Game Pass, and I've been thinking about it a lot because there are some parts in Space Marine 2 that remind me of A Plague Tale. So I'm going to do
Yep.
A Plague Tale farming sim. You can play as Amicia or Hugo, and the rats are your helpers. They're the ones running around, like, planting seeds and picking the crops. Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't comment on any other games anymore ever.
You should.
I didn't know rats could breed.
Yeah, exactly. What do you do with these rats over here?
Those just multiply. You put water on them. It's like gremlins. They
Yeah,
just
they're like gremlins.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
probably
that's
could
it. That's all I have.
embarrassed about
Turn
that.
the show off.
All right.
shut it off. Shut it down.
Turn it off.
Shut it down.
Play that outro. Let's go home.
Sean, I'm going to send you a Pokemon breeding guide. Don't worry about it. I found one from
I
Pokemon Silver.
appreciate
that.
Cool. I got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Holy crap. Apparently, that is the end of the Xbox Drive episode 356. Thank you all so much for listening, apparently making it all the way to the end. Holy crap. Before we thank everybody who supports us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, BAAAWWW, please tell the people where they can find you on the internet and all the good stuff. Final thoughts as well.
I have no more thoughts. You
No
can
more
find
thoughts.
me on Xbox, and PlayStation at BAAAWWW13 or BAAAWWW in the Discord. Get in there and hang out. We have a good time.
Very
That
nice.
is all.
Fiona, don't tell us exactly where you live, but tell us where we can find you on the internet and all the things. Don't dox yourself.
Oh, come on. That was exactly
Come
what I
on.
wanted to do. I was
My
going to invite
postal
everyone
code
over.
is...
Yeah, everyone come over to my house for baked goods. No.
Ooh.
Yeah, why not? Tea and baked goods, everybody. No, you can find me over on twitch.tv/Ceranics. I am actually going to be streaming this weekend. Your girl's been in a little bit of a slump, but I'm going to come back and play some Rika on stream. So here we are, going to be spooky vibes and just playing some, essentially foraging in the woods in Rika. So go check me out over there. You can also check me out over on Twitter. At twitter.com/Ceranics. There you go.
Very
Won't spell it
nice.
out. There you go.
Good. Mitch Power. Tell
Hello.
the people where they can find you on the internet, my friend.
So I made it real simple because I made, everybody's like Twitter, MitchPower1116.com. I made a website.
Snap. He
so
got
you
a
can just go
.com.
there. I have a .com. So
professional
you can
now?
just go there and you can literally find everything. I don't need to tell you. You can just go there and find everything. But tomorrow we're playing Among Us as a community game. Haven't played that in a couple weeks, so we're going to try to do that again, have some fun. And stuff happening basically every week all the way up until all the extra life fun and all the stuff that's going to be happening. So if you want to find me on anything, MitchPower1116.com.
Amazing. As for me, you can find me on Twitter at Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. I'm in the Discord. My Xbox gamer thing is Sean Capri. Apparently, friend requests are coming back pretty soon, so I'll
yeah, we
actually
can have
know
friends
if you
now.
add me. That'll be really great. So go ahead and do that. I think that's all I want to say. Twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live September. All the stuff we said in the housekeeping stuff. So before we end this episode, I would be remiss, regretful, and I would hate myself forever if I didn't thank everybody who supports us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. So I will thank everybody who supports us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. You can go over there and join the ranks of our ultimate producers, Jonathan Brown, who does the music for this show and the PlayStation Drive. Go to linktree/pme.jib. You can listen on Spotify and Apple Music. Look for PME. It's Purple Monkey Entertainment. Jonathan Brown, you're amazing, my friend. Thank you so much for your great music. Cwagmire, who also reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes. And also, welcome to the Ultimate Producer Club, TechMike, who says, whether you are Kevesi or Agnian, you are a Xenobabe at heart. Thank you to our platinum producers, CowboyDangerD, Peje EP, Solo, Smokin Joe, the Captain, and Tim Paullin, and every single one of our gold members, Adam K, Anna, Awesome Dave, 1337, BobLoblaw, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dan O, Drellesh, Emily O, Kelly, Hoppel, John 32, Kia Savoy, Liger Woods 330, Old Mr. Frump, Patrice Millette, Shane Erickson, TechMike again is in the list, I guess. The Jiggy Collector, and Tim Alf. You guys are bonkers. We're having the biggest time ever at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. If you like it, you can go get some free tries at trying to get through all the content, but you can't do it. But you can try it. And I think that's it. That brings me to the end. The Xbox Drive episode 356, only 4 episodes away from 360, where yes, Peter Moore will join us. He doesn't know it yet, but Peter Moore is going to be on episode 360 as we celebrate everybody's favorite console in the Xbox lineup. That is the end. I'm going to hit the button. Everybody say goodbye to Mitch.
Goodbye, Mitch.
Bye, Mitch.
He's gone.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.